play our game shortly. There we
Yes.
go. Okay, cool.
Amazing.
All right.
Finally.
Do you just want to give a thumbs up or
Yeah.
something? Okay.
Okay. So, if you are new to our studio, we are Red Essence Games, and we are currently developing a game called Traveler's Refrain. It is a hand-painted 2D action RPG about a wandering musician who travels to a forbidden forest in search of his long-lost love. There, he finds a magical instrument, and that is our main combat mechanic. And I'm Nick. I'm one of the owners of Red Essence Games, and I've got with me Armand, who's going to be playing. He's my business owner. Got two of our amazing artists as well, Paloma, Alice, and then behind us we have our musician Milan, who is in Serbia, but we had to turn him into a broom today. So he's with us in spirit. So yeah, why don't we just dive right into playing the game? We can kind of just like chat.
Absolutely.
And anybody in the chat as well, feel free to ask us questions as we do our playthroughs. We've been working on this game for quite a while and are getting pretty close to the finish line. So we're excited to be, sharing with you guys the demo, and hopefully you guys have played and can let us know what you guys think.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Sweet. Oh, do I need to click on the screen for you, Arma? Yeah. There you go. Cool.
All right,
We're locked
ready
and
to
loaded.
go? I've been playing a lot of Switch, so like I sometimes will confuse the A and the B button
Oh, yeah.
on my Xbox controller. So
Cool. Have you been playing anything new on Switch?
I've been playing Pokemon Snap.
So no, he hasn't been playing anything new.
I've been playing.
That's
yeah,
the
like
best
the
answer.
N64, the
Yeah.
online thing. Yeah, it's a great time killer.
Here we are.
Good throwback. Oh, that squirrel.
Our cute little critters.
Mhm.
Armand, just bring the mic closer to your mouth, please.
I wandered, searching for a way back. I was eventually guided to this
Yeah,
place
Armand, maybe you can
magical,
bring up our
despicable place.
amazing voice
As I
actors.
stumbled through the darkness of
Yeah,
that
so
forsaken
we've got some
forest.
pretty awesome musicians voice casting in our game. We initially brought on Essinger, who is a solo artist. I had discovered Essinger like
Hearing
maybe
only the wind through the
2.5 years
trees
ago, maybe listening to some
on
playlists.
the creek of
Um,
clouds.
and then Nick ended up going to a concert and
Yeah.
seeing him live, and
I remembered a forgotten
really loved
song.
his voice, and we were just like, all right, let's see if we can.
I saw his
Yeah.
vibe. He kind of looks like our main character, and I was just like, this is the guy. We have to talk to this guy, get him to voice the main character.
And you see here, I just made a decision on the screen here. So these decisions, primarily, they'll be affecting the audio that's playing in the level. So we're going to be adding, new layers onto the soundtrack, and yeah, it's going to basically create your own soundtrack as you go. Some things will impact the world, but mostly this impacts the audio that's playing.
Mm-hmm. There's some comments. in
We've
there.
also
You
got
some-
a couple
Okay, cool.
other voice actors in the game too. We've got Lee McKinney from Born of Osiris, Alexandra Norton from
Echoes.
and we've also got who's the last one?
Andy Sizik
Andy
from
Sizik from-
Monuments. Yeah. So working with some really cool people.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited, and they all did an excellent job. There's some voice clips of all the characters most of the characters in the trailer.
Yeah.
So if you want a little taste of what they sound like, you can find it in the trailer.
There it was, seemingly as if it had been put there
Thank
just
you,
for me
JW. We appreciate that.
to light my path.
What did they say? Yeah.
JW just complimented and said that the demo was great.
Amazing.
Oh,
Thank you
thanks,
so much.
JW.
Thank you.
JW, our first comment.
No, we had some
Okay.
some comments from my friend.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks very much.
Tell us what your friends think too.
My friend Anna said I played a lot of the demo and I love it a lot. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
My husband said woohoo. And my friend Jeremy said yo.
Yo.
What's good, Jeremy? Everybody loves to burn these vines here.
Yeah.
Here's a little secret for watching the stream.
Wait, it's not there.
Oh, it's not here?
It was at the
I'm
lantern.
secretly not going to.
Secret to be. Future secret.
JK.
I saw her. I saw her in all her glory from across the room. Before I'd even realized the world had changed. I had changed.
Moonrat says, yo.
That would be Jeremy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried.
You will address him as Jeremy.
Yes,
Jeremy.
his title. Milan, we miss
Yes.
you. We love you.
Yes.
Is Milan here?
No, his name showed up in the credits.
Okay.
We got Broom Milan here.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
I thought I saw him comment.
No.
Okay.
No, Milan's asleep right now.
Well, maybe he woke up.
Maybe he did.
Cold sweat beaded and dripped down my neck as the ground began to rumble. I heard the snaps of twigs and the groans of gears. A hideous creature had emerged.
This is
It's
magical.
magical.
To act.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liz.
Yeah, we have all worked very, very hard on this game and been busting our butts, but I think it's been worth it. We appreciate so much everyone that's played the demo so far and has commented and given us feedback. We are a small indie studio, as you can see. We're 4 people and a broom. So
A very talented group.
yeah,
This group made all the things you're
yes.
listening to right now.
Don't watch me play. I'm showing you how to beat the game. the way that I'm playing it, the way that the dev plays it, not how the player's supposed to play.
Okay, now maybe you guys can decipher this for me. Aram says DMMFBD.
That stands for That's My Mo Flippin' Boy.
That's amazing.
Zeke, that's my boy right there.
Yeah, so you guys are watching Armin just sail through the combat here, but all of the animations are hand drawn, many hundreds of frames hand drawn by a head artist, Nick.
Yes.
Very impressive, very cool, and it definitely shows through.
Yeah, this has been obviously a super art heavy project, so it's been fun to collaborate and kind of it's funny too because I feel like we all kind of have similar-ish styles, so it's been nice to all work together on this and go back and forth with assets and just make the world feel cohesive. And I think we talked about this a little bit on our stream on Monday, right? About inspirations and stuff.
Right.
But I could kind of recap some of that because we've been pulling from some cool like cultures. So like a lot of our architecture is based on like Aztec Mayan sort of influence, and we just are trying to make sure that the world feels like it's a livable, realistic world, even though he's running around with a magical lantern.
My friend Hallie gave me a compliment. Thank you, Hallie.
Aw, that's nice.
And Aram says, cohesive world game on point.
Thanks, man.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
man.
Hey, that's me. That's my name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very close to the sight that defied explanation.
Also, hi, Sniper Stu. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it.
What's up? Thanks for joining.
You were expecting me?
Yeah.
So the voice actor for Traveler
Yeah.
is also the voice actor of the one with 1,000 voices, who
Right.
is this
Care to
robot that I'm
explain
speaking
why?
to in the tree.
I think it just goes to show his range. And it's been funny too because all of the people we've had voice act haven't actually been voice actors. They're mostly musicians. And the direction we've given them has been kind of crazy. Like, hey, try to do an accent. Hey, try to be 5 different voices at the same time. And I think everyone has kind of nailed it. So
Please.
it's been pretty sweet.
Turns out musicians are actually very good performers.
Yeah. Quite theatrical. What does it say? All the robots are super cool. Oh, thanks so much. We love robots, so we're like, there has to be robots in this forest. And
They are near.
and I will say too that there's everything we've built in this game has been with intention, down to like dialogue lines, down to the fact that there are robots in this forest. We're very much trying to tell a very cohesive story and make sure that, you know, when people are finished with the game, they feel very fulfilled and feel like everything is like making sense together. So I'm excited to see, especially as people get to play the main game, how they're able to piece all of these little breadcrumbs together that we've thrown at them along the journey.
Thanks, V.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was weird.
So you see here on the screen, we have now playing a melancholy, nervous, insignificant fool. So as you play and make your choices, we'll build your soundtrack and we'll sort of display it for you.
This song
Like
together.
this is the track that you've built. And you know, ideally we'd want you to kind of pick based on the mood you're in. So, or I mean, you could also assign the mood to the character. If
Yeah.
you think the character felt in that moment, which is totally cool too. So it, you know, you can kind of use whatever
How
mood you
could this
want.
be here? My
How
mind
many
raced,
combinations
distracted.
of musical
I could not
I,
fathom
layers
how this
yeah,
are
I think, is there 6 per choice track?
place once full of
There's
love
6
and light.
variations.
I think there's. I'm really bad at statistics. But
It's like you have to square root the
right.
something. Yeah.
There's one track, and then there's like 3 or 4 choices, and then there's 2 choices each. So
Yeah.
whoever's good at math can.
I think
well,
it's
I was
6.
expecting a concrete number, but which I thought
But-
you guys would have on the top
well-
of your head.
Mott Milan would know, but he's not here right now.
Honestly, we've been so busy like just developing the darn game that we just haven't stopped to just think about it.
I know.
So we can get that number though at some point.
Suffice to say, it's a lot.
It's a lot. There's a lot of music in this game.
So as you see here, we have an upgrade system, and we're gonna have 3 weapons in the game, 3 main weapons, and then 9 songs. So right now I just have the lantern, and I've gone ahead and just upgraded that to the piercing flames upgrade. Increase your chance to leave a burn on enemies to 40%, originally 20%. So ideally the lantern, you want to use it on enemies that have like grass on them or some
Amazing.
type of foresty look to them, because it'll leave a burn on them. And ideally you kind of want to burn and sort of let them take that damage while you fight other enemies in more crowded situations. But the lantern itself, it's pretty strong. It's technically, like, I'd say the weakest upfront damage, but it does a fair bit of damage over time, so that's sort of the appeal. And it's sort of the one you start with, so you kind of get really used to it in the beginning, and it just feels comfortable, I'd say.
I want to say Sniper Stu said I've added it to my wish list. Looking forward to playing it. Thank you so much. And for anyone else that's watching, wish listing the game really, really helps us out. So, and playing the demo, obviously. So, yeah, we really appreciate that.
Anna mentioned, I know this is probably not a thing that could happen, but if you're building a soundtrack, could there potentially be an MP3 file at the end you could download, if that makes sense?
That'd be cool.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think at the very least we should definitely have a Spotify like album or just like a digital album at some point.
With all the combinations in it.
Yeah. And we could even
That's a
name
cool
them
idea,
like
though.
the choices.
Yeah. But yeah, that is in our.
In the back of our
Yeah,
minds.
that's on a sticky note.
Yeah.
In our minds. And also, thank you, Sniper Stu, for adding it to the wishlist. Or did you say that already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're just thanking you.
Yeah.
Because we really appreciate it.
Yes.
Eric just sent a string of variables for you, Arvid.
Okay. Is that dog?
No,
Not
it's
Heath?
n
Not
comma
Eric?
k equals n
Exclamation point.
exclamation point slash k. You know what? You're gonna have to look at it later. I don't know.
Okay. Wait, what is it? N comma K?
Dude, just look at it when you're not playing. I don't know.
I remembered the
You're
time
coding
she
live
first
here?
came face lit up
Yeah.
when she watched
That
me
doesn't sound like code though. It sounds like a math problem.
It looks like Excel formula. So
Oh, why these memories?
So throughout Traveler's Journey, he's going to encounter these scenes as well, and basically the forest creates these amalgamations from his memories, and this is what we're using to sort of start to tell Traveler's past throughout the journey.
I just want to forget.
So now he's seeing all of these wooden statues of people in this bar where he first played for his love. You'll find out her name shortly.
And
I always could
you'll
count
notice in
on
this
your
section you
support.
take damage, and there's a reason for that.
You never could
We'll-
keep
we'll come
yourself
up here
together,
shortly.
could you, Zeke?
Well, if you do play the demo and you get hurt here and you wonder why, it's all part
Sophia,
of the game.
how I wish I could go back.
Yeah, psychic
Psychic
damage.
damage. Right.
some memories are painful.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
The moment you've all been waiting for.
Yeah. Instrument time. So yeah, Armand kind of blew through our main mechanic right there. He's so used to playing. But basically,
I'll show it again.
yeah. So he's holding one of the triggers to strum the instrument, and then with his stick, he's getting to input commands that launch the spell. So you'll get different combinations throughout the game that do different things, not only for combat, but also to manipulate parts of the world.
Yeah, so you'll notice that there's a yellow bar filling, and you essentially want to put the last 4 sequence of notes before the bar ends. And that's how you register the song. So if I don't get it in by the time the yellow bar ends, then the song is over. So this one in particular is left, right, and that's our healing melody. Here's a secret here.
This is the one that everyone misses.
One that everyone misses. Here, you're gonna catch it. Yeah. So the reason why you took all that damage there was to, heal it back, right? So we wanted to basically showcase the feature that it heals you. And then these plants here, you can burn them away and they'll restore your verb. Verb is the yellow little pips under your health bar.
It's like the life force of the forest.
Right. And if I go to the inventory here by pressing Y on my controller, I can see my red essence, my music sheets, my weapons, and then also my songs. So my first one, Song of Remedy. And then you'll also be able to unlock these totems, which we'll see soon, and a map. So we're almost done with this section here.
Hava Hawk says, I love the blend of nature
Time
and technology.
passes
The art
as it
style
does.
makes them fit well together. Thank you.
Oh, thanks so much.
Thank you.
It's very conscious decision, and
Yeah.
all of these things are blended thoughtfully.
Yes.
Maybe you guys want to talk about like drawing the metal objects and how challenging drawing the metal objects are.
Just drawing everything in this game has been hard.
Last Armin? What the fuck?
No, it's always like.
Yeah. I mean, so trying to like find a harmony between the two is actually really cool. When I first came on, well, let me just say, I think I would have to go back and polish up a lot of the assets I made in the beginning, just because while I've been on this project, I feel like I've gotten a lot better at painting things like metal textures and wood and stuff like that. But it's really cool just to combine the two, and based on the story,
Yeah, make sure it flows.
yeah.
Make sure that it design-wise as well feels like it's all the same, because that's been a challenge for all of us being like newer devs, is like us having to go back and forth, and especially with a level of detail in a game where the camera's zoomed back so far, you don't want to have so much noise on all of the assets that it gets like muddy or confusing. So we've all kind of had to like proofread, critique each other's work to just be like, is this reading? Is it pleasant on the eyes? And that's something that we're very cautious of as we continue to develop the game. So that's been fun, especially working with a bunch of artists,
Yeah, and I would definitely say like while you're playing to pay attention to like little details, because there's like some things you can decipher.
Yes. There's some cool things that Paloma added that that are really important to analyze in the game. So
I suppose you'd know. Is that an instrument?
Alexander Darren goes, LFG Armand. And he goes, this bull hates cheese.
Shame.
I like a lot of cheeses, but I don't like the stinky cheeses.
No.
This
What I don't like.
But you need to add cheese to the sauce,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
If anybody's seen our Insta post today, or X, Twitter, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, if you don't have pizza sauce on your pizza, like
Yeah.
pasta sauce or whatever,
Yeah.
or marinara, like what are you doing?
We did just have pizza today.
We did, yeah. I have been known to say pizza on every stream that we do, or
Yeah.
not stream, podcast.
Yeah, in like the year anniversary of our podcast, I'll just clip together all the pizza clips.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Need to go.
Everybody is complimenting my voice acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Alice thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't shake that
Let's go.
possibility from my mind.
Sorry if I'm accidentally skipping some of them. I like can't hear them fully,
I began
so
to
I'm trying
lose
to get a sense of
direction,
when they're ending.
a sense of time.
You need a sense of time,
I
Armand.
do.
But yeah, like we were saying as well, we do have a podcast on our YouTube channel as well, because we're all like mega nerd gamers, and we like to talk about other games as well as kind of analyze them from a developer perspective. So if you guys are interested in that, go check out our YouTube channel.
So the song I just played there is called Ancient's Melody, and this is a song that recurs a lot in our game, and it essentially lets you interact with the world, slow things down, stop things, move things around, alert certain objects. Like you see here, I've alerted these objects in my surroundings. We call it in tuning.
Secret power, if you will.
Yes.
That's right. And this song doesn't require any verve. So most of the songs will require just one verve. And then some of the songs will require 2 or 3 verve depending on how powerful they are. There is one spell in the demo that costs 2, and I'll show that later.
This is Armand.
This is my voice acting here.
Yes, yes. The ancients were very crafty indeed. If you explore the area, you may find 4 things you need to open the door.
You know, when I did that, I tried to channel like one of those, when you call like a company and it's like, you have reached
Oh.
the line.
Yeah.
You know, and like
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah.
pre-recorded like sentence that they just plop in.
Yeah.
So that was the
It's a good
idea for that.
decision.
Yeah.
Nicholas Green posted and said the game's looking awesome. Thank you very much, Nick.
Thank
Hey,
you so
Nick.
much.
What's up,
Nicholas,
man?
if you prefer that.
Yeah, it's one of my friends from my boys from Philly. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Armand's got a lot of boys from Philly.
yeah,
It appears so.
yeah.
Armand's the kind of guy where you can go to a different state, and if you're with him, someone will recognize you. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's
That's
happened to me
funny.
before.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Since Armand, you just started working on opening that door, do you guys want to talk a little bit about the puzzle aspect of the game?
Go for it.
Sure. Yeah. So we really wanted to just kind of rotate the experience, so between storytelling, puzzle rooms, and combat, and we wanted to sort of warm the player up with some of the puzzles and show how to use
How
the
did you know
mechanics.
my name?
And then we sort of expand out and introduce some heavier puzzles. The idea for the puzzles was we have 3 weapons, right? And I think we best combine the 3 weapons to create an sequences.
What are you
one or
doing
more
here?
of those weapons. So in the beginning, you start off with just puzzles that use the lantern. And in this demo, you know, it's kind of scrunched down. There's parts in this demo that are kind of pulled in from different areas to kind of give you that experience. But in the full game, you'll get a lot more time to understand how the puzzles work and sort of learn how to put them.
Oh, Armand, I think your mic dropped out.
Yeah.
Just unplug it and plug it back in.
Sorry, folks, we're having
My bad, guys.
technical issues with the microphone here.
And then press the red dot.
How's that?
Check. Hold on. No, hold on. I got it. No. Let me just. That's weird. Let me just check. Oh. You are mic 1. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Hold on. Let me make sure we didn't do the same mic. Yeti 2.
Okay.
And this one's Yeti 1, right? Oh, what the heck? Oh, wait. Why is it not? Sorry, guys. I can check. Yeah.
There it is.
There we go. Press the red dot.
The red dot.
There you go. You're back online.
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. Red
Guys, look at the dialogue that it pops
You're
up.
That's amazing.
Your silence speaks volumes.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Can we clip that and put that out?
Thank you for pointing that out, Allie.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
That was calculated, by the way.
Yeah,
Can
that
you-
was totally on purpose.
Oh man.
Can you click on the screen?
Oh my bad.
All right, thanks.
So you were talking about how we have 3 different weapons. We're integrating the mechanics of the weapons into the puzzles.
Yeah.
So that you can kind of switch between them to solve the puzzles.
Yeah, the idea is figure out what that weapon does, how it interacts elementally with
Mhm.
the world. Does it push things? Does it burn things? And then use that and combine it with the other songs and tools that you have.
Yes.
And the other thing too, aesthetically, that's been a challenge as well, because we are, like we were saying, building a world that has a mechanical nature to it. We have the ancient aesthetic, and then we have the forest stuff. We're trying our best with the puzzle mechanics to be like, okay, what would grow in a forest? A vine. Okay, can we light a vine on fire and have it like ignite something else down the line? So that's been a fun challenge, I would say, trying to figure out, but it's been rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Alice's favorite voice line that she corrected me on.
Oh, you
know so
fed
much about
my
this place?
pedantic nature. I'm sorry.
Your grammar nerdness.
I felt a lingering presence in the air.
But when you come across
The
the
melody that resonated through
obelisk that she's standing in front of, you'll have the opportunity to learn a new spell.
Yeah.
Spell song.
Yeah, and you might think that you're getting a bunch of spells really quickly in the game, and that's the case for the demo. But in the full game, they'll be a lot more spaced out, so you won't be kind of overwhelmed like you are in the demo. We kind of just throw a bunch of stuff at you and let you kind of play around with the different abilities. So this one is the.
Oh, did you cut out again, dude? You cut out again. Yeah, I think we gotta just be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just the input at the bottom.
Is it still messed up?
Yeah. Just don't plug it and plug it back in.
So maybe this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick's baby was in here earlier. I think maybe he messed it up.
We need to get a new mic. And press the button.
Had me, right? Oh no, I'm good. Okay.
Thank you for your patience, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that.
There you go.
Good.
Our technical expert says yes.
Whoa.
Why don't you try it when you spell?
Yeah, true. Yeah, so what's nice about the spike trap is it it'll one shot these Jamas, which is pretty nice. Whoa.
You're getting owned.
I know. A little bit.
Bro, do you even play?
Yeah.
Oh,
Boom.
Nice.
There's strat
So-
right there.
Love that splatter. Shout out to Diego Almazan,
Yeah.
who made that splatter effect. Very satisfying effect. And the name for the Jama kind of came from like jam.
Yeah.
It's like
That was your
jam.
name.
It's like a Jama. I don't know. It just kind of sounded cool at the time.
Yeah. Like little jelly guys.
Little mystical slime jelly.
Yeah.
Jama. Yeah.
Hallie says this is the natural consequence of putting 4 artists in a room and no IT. Which would be true except that Armand is our programmer and he hasn't done any drawing.
Actually,
No,
fun-
he drew the witch.
yeah, I drew that. Fun fact: I used to be like the good artist in class growing up. Like,
We're getting some feedback from the mic though.
oh, are we?
Yeah.
Staticky pitched wine. Oh my goodness.
Is it mine?
Probably yours.
Oh, those are slight buzzing sounds.
Okay, it's probably my mic.
Just unplug it and plug it back in. Mike is, I think, on its way out.
Maybe we have to go mic shopping this week.
I think we do.
Okay, is it better now?
Here, just don't talk for a second.
It's a bit of a delay. Good. Okay. It's still buzzing. No. Okay. All right.
Almost birds.
Yeah,
Birds.
let's admire Paloma's birds for a second. There they are. Chirp, chirp. I remember this bridge asset took like a year to get finished. It was like in the weirdest perspective ever.
Yeah.
Welcome, traveler.
That's Nick's
me.
voice line.
You see
The land.
The land.
Oh. So some of you have pointed out that we don't have a legend on the map, and that has been great feedback. We're definitely going to add a legend to the map to make things clearer. I think we initially wanted it to kind of feel a little more cryptic, like you just kind of discovered an ancient map, but I don't know. I think feedback is more important than that at this point, and people have kind of been confused about what they're seeing on there.
My uncle, shout out to Bill Hornberg.
Hey, thanks for
hanging
joining.
Yeah.
out. Also, it gave me my first hand-me-down PlayStation, which got me into gaming.
That's
Amazing.
clutch.
Yes.
Yes.
He asked, do you have to remember the songs to play, or do recommendations come up per situation? Also, could you carry multiple instruments, i.e. a flute or drum, for different situations?
That's a great question.
Yeah. So right now, his instrument that's actually based on a Greek bouzouki is the only instrument that will be in the game. We do have a bit of a limitation in terms of art. Being a small team, the more things we add, the more art there is, and there's only 3 artists. So. But in terms of remembering the songs, yeah, it's definitely a part of the gameplay is remembering it in the context that you're fighting in. So, like, for example, when Armand was fighting those little, like, jelly guys, he was like, oh, I'm going to put the spikes in front of me and have them, like, jump into it. We have gotten feedback to possibly, like, have a Hot Wheel pop out or something like that so that you can have all of the songs to, like, at your disposal to see instead of going into the menu every time. But I will say, and I know I'm jaded because I've been playing our game for like years and years, but you do remember them after a while. And like Armand said, there will be more space to like kind of learn and remember each song as you play. So that'll be something that kind of comes into testing once we have the main game put together.
So when this song comes on, we're supposed to get up and dance, right? Mystical ritual dance.
Oh,
Can you hear the music?
This part's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, shout out to Alice for all the environment art and her chickens in this section.
Yeah.
This is one of our favorite parts.
Yeah,
of the game.
and Paloma did all the characters, but I think this turned out so cool. So basically, this is just a little storybook scenario about the history behind the fountain, the deer fountain that you're going to approach. And in the main game, the story will sort of play out throughout your adventure, and you'll kind of understand the history. And the reason this is so important to us is because the fountain is the place where Traveler, our main character, and his love Sophia kind of really connected. And it was very meaningful to her, so therefore it's very meaningful to him. So we wanted to go like real hard on putting the storybook together.
Lots of people have said that this part is their favorite, which is really nice to hear. 'Cause
Yeah,
we put a lot of love into this part.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. Look at all that environment art.
It's
wild.
A mysterious hooded man. The man told him
Love.
about a woman with many rare and valuable oddities just through the forest outside their village. She won't know if something goes missing, the man said. This curious detail stuck in the
Yeah, I'm
young
very
farmer's
excited
head.
for people to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
We have a pretty gnarly story for this.
Elsa Gregorian, like, has
What's up, Ed?
posted a lot and said, like, oh my gosh, it's live, I didn't realize, hi guys, wow. Hi!
Hi,
We're
Ed.
live!
Elsa is my one of my closest friends growing up. We've known each other since we were 2.
How many friends do you have?
He has a lot.
I have like 10.
10,000.
Yeah, thanks for joining and checking out the game. This part of the game is kind of like a little side area that, you know, it's like a little exploration story section. So we'll get to the main game in a second here. So actually this almost didn't make it into the demo. We kind of like rushed to get it out in like a week or
Yeah, I
something.
think it was a week.
We had the idea for so long and we were like, "Ah, we really want to get it in. It's more work, you know, and finally we're able to get it in. So, all right. So now I have 146 red essence. So hopefully I can upgrade something here. I typically like to upgrade the healing spell because it's pretty powerful. What do I have left? 66 plus 66. That was the bus I took when I was a kid. Only the real ones will know.
SEPTA?
No, it wasn't SEPTA. It was like a school bus.
Oh, lame.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice. Using those iframes.
That's right. That's right. Still getting murked.
Pro gamer strats.
That's right.
I want to see someone do well. Did the boss hit run guy do a full no hit run, or was it just
No, I think it was
just
just
the bosses.
just the bosses? Gotcha.
Still very impressive.
Very
Yes.
impressive. Yeah.
Yes.
That was really cool to watch. I did see that person be really close to getting hit by the Cargol almost got him.
Oh man.
I was surprised that they didn't get hit by that swinging attack.
Yeah, and in terms of difficulty for this game too, we're all generally pretty hardcore gamers, so we wanted to make a game that is not like impossible, but like has a challenge to it. So, yeah, it's
Our
pretty hard.
interests like don't 100% overlap though, which I think is really
Yeah.
valuable for a small team. Like Paloma is like queen of the Souls games.
I have platinum.
Let's see. Over here is Kingdom
brush
Hearts.
his
Armin, I don't know what you play. What do you play?
He's a wild card. He's
Yeah.
like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh, but also,
What like games do I play?
yeah.
Oh, gosh, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I told you I've been playing Pokemon Snap. That's
Right,
been my
right.
jam like lately. So much fun. My brother was just visiting Houston, and we were just like cranking on
Getting some real good snaps of
some
Pokemon.
good. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Actually, I started playing Persona 5 Royal. Been just having so much fun with that game. One of my favorite games of all time. It's so weird because like a lot of my favorite games came out when I was a kid, obviously, but like you know, there's just some newer games that I've played that I'm like, wow, this just deserves to be in my, you know, in my top.
Yeah.
So.
You just played Sea of Stars.
Oh, Sea of Stars. Yeah, I mean that game was such an inspiration.
Yeah.
I just loved everything about it. I like did all like the little puzzles and stuff. I didn't 100% it, but because I didn't really have time, but I tried to get as far as I could, and I loved the crap out of that game.
That was a boss, by the way. And it
Yeah.
looks really easy because Armin has fought that boss many, many times.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Let's see, that killed me like 4 times when I first played it. Cody says you're an inspiration.
Oh, thank you, Cody. That's also one of my boys.
They're just coming out the woodwork.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Thanks to everybody for showing up and you know, supporting the stream. Really, really thank you for it.
We have 600 people watching on Steam.
Wow.
So
Hello.
Amazing. Thank
Hi,
you so
everybody.
much,
Thank
guys.
you for watching.
Thank you.
Talking about inspiration, though, Anna asked what your main inspirations were for the game. Any favorites you're paying homage to?
Ooh.
Which is like such a heavy question for this game.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
so many.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of deep cuts, and it's like, oh man, it's like I don't want to spoil some of the more like significant things quite yet, but Armand and I love Zelda. I think that's probably pretty apparent from the game itself. I'm a huge Final Fantasy nerd, so if anybody can spot some Final Fantasy type stuff in here, let me know, because I've definitely, you know, kind of snuck some things in there. I love Nier. Paloma loves Nier as well, and we love Drakengard as well. I'm trying to think of some other big games.
Definitely. What was I just thinking of? Yeah, definitely Legend of Zelda. We've played a lot of Legend of Zelda growing up. I'm thinking of action games that resemble, like Devil May Cry. I know we played a lot of Devil May Cry.
I think even, I mean, obviously this isn't a Souls game, but because we've played a lot of them recently, we've been thinking more in terms of game design from Souls games in terms of combat. So we've been very conscientious to make this the type of game where you should be able to analyze the enemies and the attacks that they're doing and respond to them. Because we kind of hate when enemies just like start like swinging at you, and there's just, you know, you don't feel like you're actually dueling something. It's more just like you're getting lucky or kind of moving away until they're done their like looping attack. So we've been very careful to like make the enemies have interesting attack sets. And Armand's been good about sneaking in some like special mechanics for the enemies as well. That if you experiment with some of the weapons, you'll be like, oh, I can do this thing to this enemy with this weapon, and it'll give you like a leg up. Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to kind of give people a chance to figure out how to beat things more easily. One thing I want to kind of focus on here on the screen right now is we have this totem system that I talked about earlier. So in the demo, you only get 1 slot, but you know, in the full game, there's more slots that you'll be able to get, and you'll be able to equip a couple at a time. Each one that you get gives you +1 health, and this first one you get actually gives you 1 extra health. So you almost get 2 health right off the bat. In the demo, you'll get 2 more, so you can kind of swap out 1 HP for some other benefit. But this is the Fox Totem, and I'm going to go ahead and equip that there.
And I want to talk about the inspiration for that as well, because when I lived in Philly, I went into this little shop, and there were these little like animal sculptures there. They were like soapstone sculptures, and I thought they were so cool. So I asked about them, and the woman basically told me that there was a certain Native American tribe where they used to carve these little animals, and they put them in a pouch and carry them with them, and they believed that that gave them the power of that animal. So I thought that was really cool, and I was like, okay, let's give Traveler that ability to slot these animals in, and we tried our best with all of the creatures. Like the power that he gets kind of sort of resembles the animal he has equipped.
It's 3 totems in the full game, right? Like you earn
3
that.
relics to slot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cody just asked how many we'll be able to do in the full game.
Yeah. So there's 12 actual totems and 3 slots. So that's another thing we're giving the player to kind of experiment with. And we really want the the player to be able to play Traveler the way they like to play games. So, we'll get to a new weapon shortly in this area, but you'll sort of see like how the weapons sort of differ, how you might want to use certain weapons for certain types of enemies, and then kind of buff him with this totem system as well as with the upgrades to build out like your kind of, character.
Kate Sen says, thank you, or that. Kate Sen says, love the totem idea, and I say in response, thank you. Hi, Alice, in response, say thank you.
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
Yeah, I only knew, when I first joined this game, I only knew Nick through working together in art circles,
Mhm.
and I hadn't seen any of the game yet because it was very, like,
We were keeping it
hush-hush
under wraps for
secret.
a long
Yeah.
time.
And I was like, oh, you guys really know your stuff. This is all very, like, deep and well thought out, very considered. Like, this is the kind of game that I really enjoy playing. So, of course, I want to be a part of
Yeah.
this. Like, when can I start? Like, give me something to work on. So, it's been just, like, really fascinating to learn all the aspects that y'all have brought up for it.
Yeah, I mean, we just love stories, and I feel like video games are such a good medium to tell stories through because you can really feel connected to the person you're playing as, even if they're not like you. We're trying to build this story to be just a relatable story, especially to anybody that is a creative specifically. That's kind of who we're trying to speak to, and we're all creatives in this room, so it's a very meaningful story to us. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. Oh, you didn't get there in time.
Oh, careful. Oh,
Noob.
this is an example of when you can use that Song of the Ancients to help you solve puzzles in
Yeah.
another situation.
Another tool lay in my path. A tool made for destruction.
It's hammer time.
time.
Hammer time. So this is the second weapon you get in the game. It's the hammer. It doesn't necessarily have an elemental effect. It more so is just strong and it breaks a lot of the stone in the game.
Element of force.
That's right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bam.
Elza has a question.
Yes.
Is there anything else in real life you guys used in development, like that inspired you in real life?
I wouldn't. Okay, so there's definitely other aesthetic inspirations for the art, but I was really inspired specifically by a book. The Alchemist is one of my favorite books of all time, and I really like how that story was told specifically, and that's how we've been kind of sort of trying to write this game, where we're not using really like fluffy language. It's almost simplistic sounding, but we're trying to make sure that every sentence we're writing has impact and is meaningful. And if you really look deeper into what is being said, it's either going to be relatable or it's going to piece together part of the story. So that was a really big one for me in particular. I'm trying to think. I know last time we talked about some of the other art influences as well.
I mean, I always really like Studio Ghibli for
Oh,
environment
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely a painting inspiration
Yeah.
specifically.
These enemies, they always kill me.
Yeah, they're pretty, pretty rough.
So fun fact about these Spinjat, once we get to like some areas where there's more enemies with them, you can actually shoot them into other enemies when they're spinning, and it'll deal a bunch of damage to them. So they're kind of like these spinning tops that you can kind of shoot off. Yeah, they're
We got jokes last time. Somebody was like, "It's the Beyblades."
so yeah.
I loved that.
Hey, I loved Beyblades as a kid. I never had the best Beyblade, but I had a lot of fun with Beyblades.
How many times did you cut yourself with them by accident?
Oh my god.
0.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a skilled Beyblade enthusiast. Well, I was one.
we're studying the Beyblade.
Yeah. But yeah, other things. I mean, we just tried to model the game to, living things. I guess like for example, you burn a flower, and that kind of we try to use that same coloration, that orange coloring, to show you like, hey, this thing burns, and try to give people like visual clues that they can relate to in real life. Like, this is a big block, you can move it, or this is a plant, then you can burn. So you saw before I couldn't move this because the flame kind of fizzled out on it. So now that I've got that moved, ideally I want to get this flame all the way to the end. So that looks to be my objective for the dungeon. So if I hit it now, let's see where it stops.
This
Yeah,
was a
so
fun
here.
dungeon to build.
Yeah, this was a fun dungeon to build. It had a couple iterations. We started off with basically the thing kind of went all the way to the end, and there was just a couple blocks you had to move. But then we kind of made it into like a two-part thing where you had to do one thing and then another to finish it. So just try to combine different pieces to make it a little more interesting.
Cody has a message for you, Armand. He says, Shang Zubils. I'm such a go-between right now. I'm just like hanging out with Armand and his bros.
Shang Zooms. Shang Zhang. Yeah, so you know Delco?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we kind of made up like our own like I don't know. We had a couple of drinks one night. We just started like
Doing the Delco accent.
doing the Delco accent, but it kind of morphed into this like strange language that. So, yeah, that's kind of what that is. So, we'll just kind of like make up words. That's pretty much the basis of it. But it's a good time.
Yeah. We don't have any fun.
Yeah.
Like, not at all. It's very serious all the time.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you can tell from Milan.
Yes.
Very serious.
Yeah.
For anyone that has just joined us, here's our musician today.
Yeah.
All the way from Serbia. He
Yeah.
joined us.
Yeah.
And
He's gonna be
Milan's.
so mad.
Nah, he's a goober. He's gonna think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be happy that we have him on here.
Yeah.
And Milan's actually been with us for
A long
6 years
time.
now, I
Yeah.
think. We actually met him on Fiverr. So back 6 years ago, Fiverr was super cheap. So we were able to find Milan on there, and he was super nice, and he kind of just stuck with us, and we've seen him grow, and he's seen us grow, and it's just been an awesome experience working with him, and
And I feel like he's leveled up his songwriting skills so much, and it's just the music in this game is beautiful, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I've been very impressed and just like really enthusiastic about all of the music. I think like, oh, it's so much fun to listen to. Everybody's gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really elevates everything.
New song.
Time for Chakula.
this one's everyone's favorite song.
Present melody that resonated through me.
So this is the Chakula, and it's basically like an offensive turret. So we had a lot of fun prototyping and working with this one. It's got some pretty neat upgrades too. Very powerful. I think we'll probably end up tuning it down for the full release, but for now we're just kind of having fun with it being a little
it's kinda
strong.
OP.
Yeah.
I'll almost on my strat at the
Yeah.
end. If I get a chance to play later, I'll show you guys maybe towards the end of the stream how to do it. How to basically cheese the boss.
Yeah. So
Away all the secrets.
yeah. So basically, we got the one piece there, and now we're going to go ahead and finish the dungeon. So now that I've got all the blocks out of the way, and I've got the song, you can follow our rope here.
Helps us says we're all bros now.
Yeah, it's true.
And it says this part reminds me of Zelda. Yeah, definitely. We had to get a dungeon in here.
Yeah, even down to the boss key.
Yeah.
Kind of like a
Classic.
boss key, yeah. No, we were just, we love Zelda so much, and we're just like, hell, let's just, just put
What's
what
it
we
gonna
like.
hurt to put a boss door and a boss key in a
Yeah.
dungeon, you know?
It can only help.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet animation there.
That was a joint effort between Nick and Paloma.
Oh, the boss key?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the art assets are like,
Collaboration.
yeah,
Yeah.
one person will do the design or sketch, and then somebody else like will hand it off and be like, can you like finish this up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is like, I don't know, maybe old hat for other people, but it feels like very homey
Yeah.
for us. Like, I guess because we're such a small team, I don't know, like, I've worked on other games where like I was the only artist and I was just like assumed to do everything to do with like visuals.
Mhm.
But here we like
Sorry, Paloma.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I've been
Destroying your.
I made that statue.
Yeah.
I've been telling everyone to beat it up.
well, it's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Gives you so much red essence.
Yeah.
But yeah, having that collaborative element of like everybody being able to contribute so much knowledge and like experience of our own visual language is really so satisfying and
Yeah.
makes a beautiful result.
Yeah.
Oh. Trying to position. Nope.
Yeah, this one's tricky.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember putting these enemies in this battlefield, and I was like, "Is this gonna be too tough?"
It's not too bad.
It's definitely high octane.
Yeah, yeah. We had a streamer, Oddly, right? Oddly HM. He was the first person we watched stream the game, and he was panting at the end of the demo.
That's how you know. It's a good
Yeah.
one.
Well, we got a intriguing question from
Okay.
Jason. If y'all love Zelda and this game is partially inspired by Zelda,
Uh-huh.
does this mean there's going to be a water temple to shout
Oh,
out to the player?
That is a good question. I don't think we have any dungeons that
Ooh.
are that.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
I knocked the thing into the
Frustrating.
cargo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our dungeons definitely ramp up in difficulty as you get through the game, but yeah, I think for the puzzle aspects in this game, we are more inclined to. We want to get the player through the story, right? We don't want to obviously have them hung up on something that's like too confusing. So I think our puzzles we developed are challenging, but not like impossible.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, there I was just sweating for a little bit there. I was like, I forgot how hard
You're
this
good.
boss fight was.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I think like our main focus is the story instead of
Yeah.
difficulty,
Mm-hmm.
which is my preference as well. Even though I've done many a soul.
Yeah.
Many a soul.
It's interesting to hear the perspectives of people who play Souls games and then, come from a Zelda background versus a Souls background, and then kind of their different feedbacks on the game.
Mm-hmm.
So here's our second totem here. It's the Fire Ant. Very strong totem. It basically gives you a bunch of burning power. Increases the burning effect durations on enemies by 50%. We initially had it at like 20, 25%, and it was just not doing enough. So basically we bumped it up to 50 and wanted to kind of incentivize people to use it because it's at 50%, it's pretty strong.
Time passes as it does.
What turn?
It just turned with this one now.
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. So this is obviously a recurring character, and
What now?
this is going to be a pretty mysterious robot to interact with throughout the game. So I'm excited for you guys to see what happens.
One of the fates? How do I find her?
That's the cutest ant.
Thank you, Anna.
Yeah, Alice did all the totems.
Yeah, the totem art is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We need a better spawn animation there.
Okay, I'll get right on that.
Sorry you had to see that.
Everyone's a Curtis. I do, like, I really love the creatures and monsters that I think you are, like, really behind all of them, I think. And, like, where do you get those design ideas?
Honestly, that's a good question. I think this a lot in this game. A lot of the design stuff is just like how I naturally design. It's like Nick brain stuff. That's the best way to. It's intuitive stuff because we don't have a whole ton of time to like iterate on like the same enemy like a million times and then do all these animations. So it's more just me just being like, what do I think looks cool for an enemy, and then having a discussion with Armand like how should this enemy react and how's the fight gonna go, and
Yeah.
a lot of the designs are like a mix between intuition on my part design wise and then what needs to happen. Because for example with those Verkada enemies, like we had decided they're gonna slash at you, so it was like, okay, they need to have a sharp hand instead of a blunt hand, stuff like that. Yeah.
And then there's walking versus floating, right? Of
Yeah,
course.
that's been a big thing too.
Walking, to do walking animation is way more frames than
Brutal,
doing
yeah.
like a floating animation because you got to animate usually four at least directions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And just walking in general is a really complicated movement because you have to think about like one hand goes out while another leg is swinging. Whereas with a floating one, you can kind of get away with a couple looping animations and just like move them
yeah,
around. Yeah.
right.
So. And this is the other thing too. I'm not I'm not an animator by trade. I kind of taught myself animation for game development. So. Yeah, there's that kind of experience limitation, so I want to make sure that the enemy looks cool instead of it being so complicated that I can't, tackle it efficiently.
Let's upgrade the Chakula there. Charred Earth, I like that. And let's go. I think I can get more red essence before I finish.
You didn't go to the little temple.
Yeah, you're right. Save is right here, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Just wanted to make sure I saved there.
yeah.
This is one of my favorite tracks in the game
Me
that's
too.
playing right now. Sorry if it's a little loud. I know it kind of drowns out the audio at time or the other audio, but something we're gonna, be fixing.
Apparently we ladies are a little too quiet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I move this mic more this way?
Yeah.
Or do you want to move yours?
Oh, like actually can't hear you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
put more in the center.
Sorry about that. We're
Can you hear us a little
We're
better?
Squeezed in.
yeah. I know this room looks beautiful and expansive, but it's actually a little bit small.
Yeah.
Sorry again,
Oh, no, please. I worked very hard on every one of those break frames.
Turned out awesome.
Thanks. Oh, thank you.
So these will be kind of scattered throughout the game, and they're obviously like the best thing to find. The audio seem okay?
John says, can hear everyone well now, except for Armin. He's a little far away now.
Oh man.
fans. They're so demanding.
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing, dude?
Oh!
Oh!
Barricade.
Dude, you gotta go close to the statue. Oh,
Get
yeah.
good.
You know what? I think you know what I just did. I think I played both of them at the same time.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was
Oh, so
possible.
it's like a double.
It's a hidden mechanic.
It's definitely a feature. And
Yeah.
thought it up.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the
I bet people
control
are gonna
on
try
there.
that now.
Here we go. Third totem here.
I like this one.
This one's
Yeah.
really fun. It's actually really good for the for battles in general.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read it. Dash bar regenerates 50% faster. So yeah, it's pretty nice 50%.
It's a bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And the dash bar is at the top of above the health bar.
So you see that blue bar. And people have kind of asked for like a smoother animation, and I think we're probably going to end up adding that. So it is kind of like choppy, but we'll get there.
On which aspect? On the like refill or on?
The refill, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what do I have? 246. I will get the. I guess I'll get the Healing Harmony, and what's the it?
We've gotten a lot of compliments on the healing well
Oh yeah.
mechanic. Yeah. I think it's
Awesome.
fun too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the idea behind the healing well was we wanted people to kind of move around the battlefield. So you know, they casted it, and then they would kind of have to just kind of shift around a little bit, just for a little movement's sake, work a little extra for that extra heal, and maybe they would kind of position themselves in a place that's a little more dangerous. They kind of have to pay the price for that. This is me, by the way. This voice actor.
Welcome to the grand city of the Akal, where Protector Akarel resides.
Akarel? The Fate? What can you tell me about her?
She used to come down from her temple to reclaim artifacts left behind by the ancients. I haven't seen her for some time. Though I've heard from the passersby that they've seen her standing atop her temple, gazing at the forest below.
There it is, folks. Future voice actor.
Yeah. An outstanding performance.
Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Ooh.
I did that.
You did that, yeah.
You did that? I
No,
forget.
you did
I
that.
Yeah.
Got hit by him.
Oh, you stood in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch out, folks. Those rampaging robots are dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, traveler.
Hello?
Let me help you see the land.
That's Nick Hagialis right there,
Yeah.
folks.
Professional voice actor.
Yeah.
One day.
Voice
maybe.
acting debut.
It's fun to just kind of put your voices in the game.
It
you
is
know,
fun.
I mean, we just have really small roles, so
Yeah.
that's whatever.
I asked Nick recently if there was any other characters that needed voice acting that I wanted to try.
Yeah. We can. There's so many.
There's so many robots
There's so
and
many
stuff.
robots. We still need to act. So. Yeah, we'll
So
definitely get to
excited.
that.
I think that's a standout also of Milan's ability is that like the robots sound very like the effect on their voices sounds really inhuman and
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it can sound friendly like the little guide bot that is like standing outside the city there, or not so friendly in
Yeah.
the case of some others that you will meet later. But it's like a very chilling effect. I also love that guy's tummy face.
Yeah.
Very cute.
That was another one of those like just Nick things that just popped in my brain. I was like, I think it would be cool if he had a little.
We'll put that animation in those.
Yeah.
And for those of you tuning in to see Lynn McKinney's voice acting, it's this character here.
Like me?
Yeah.
Oi, good to see you.
It's not all us.
Yeah. It's not all us.
That damn machine in the tree? Yeah. You've met that thing too?
Yes, sir. Crack one, man.
So you've seen others too?
Why, son? I
class recently, about your age. Funny looking right, that one. There's others who've taken a spite to you too. I see. A lad your age needs people.
Yeah, I said this on the last stream too, but all the characters that you interact with in the demo have a full-on character arc that you will, uncover in the main game. So, yeah, we made sure to develop these characters and give them a backstory and a reason for being in the forest and everything. So,
Here's an interesting point about this character. You know, he kind of looks at you and is like, "Oh, you have an instrument on your back. You're probably not the fixin' type, right?" It's kind of like goes back to that assumption that people have of others, like, "Oh, you must be this," because they see, you know, just like appearance of you, right?
Right.
So we kind of expand on his character in that way, him kind of growing.
I mean, don't worry about it, son. I got this.
And in the game, there's bridges that he builds. He's the bridge builder, and yeah,
he's the one leaving the little signs around too, the little wooden
Are you
signs
here to seek the machine, the one that grants wishes?
with the little encouraging messages.
Yeah.
He's a nice man.
Yeah.
I fix things to help others find their path. The machine and the trees that define these fates. Don't go near him, son. Unless you're looking to get yourself killed. If the machine is your goal, leave this place. There's nothing but trouble for you here.
Thank you, Lee, for those awesome voice lines.
Have you ever gotten gamer rage at your own creation?
Definitely. Especially when it's not working. You know,
Right.
That's most of the time I get gamer rage is when bugs happen. But
When we're sitting there together, we're like, we know this is supposed to work. Why is it not working?
Right.
it's usually like it's usually not a coding thing. It's like it's some other.
It's like you
thing
have to
that-
click a little toggle
Yeah.
somewhere in Unity. And we're like,
Well, we left behind some kind of animation event on like the animation timeline,
Yeah.
and we just like totally forgot about it because
Yeah.
we made it like so long ago.
I have a story.
oh yeah.
That's story time.
So, we will occasionally, because we live in different cities. I live in Los Angeles, but these three are all Houston-based, which is where we are right now. I will occasionally hop on a video call over Discord to like work like simultaneously, because it is really helpful to
Yeah.
be like at least talking to each other while we're even just like painting or doing whatever, because it, you know, it's bonding, it's nice.
Yeah.
But this one time, like, we all just like joined on for a meeting, and Nick and Armand were like working on this one tiny part of a dungeon, and there was one thing that wouldn't work, and both of them were like slaving over it, trying to get it to be fixed. And Armand was like very cool. Like nothing seemed to like affect him whatsoever. And I'm sitting there like working on painting out assets, like listening to this conversation, and Nick was like, "I'm so mad. Like, I can't believe I can't get this to work. Like, have you tried X, Y, and Z? Like, I've gone through my whole list like 10 times, man. I can't get it. Like, dude, what's happening?" And Armin's like, "I don't know. Like, we'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. Like, we'll get it eventually."
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But like, and they did solve it. Like
Yeah.
within I don't know, just like an hour of working together. But
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this is so wholesome.
That
Teamwork."
sounds like our dynamic.
It's
for
usually
sure.
like I'm in the middle of coding something and he's just asking, he's like frustrated and asking me stuff, and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's all good. Yeah, dude, no worries, we'll get there." I gotta keep my cool, because if I start losing my cool, then I can't focus on.
It was
coding.
like when we were trying to start this
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
I was like, "Don't worry, man, we got this."
Just keep trying.
It wouldn't connect. I tried like 30 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're here, guys.
yeah.
Woo!
We're at the
Yeah.
boss.
Redbird.
And this is my wife who voiced this character. Shout out to Grace.
Yay,
She did an
Grace.
awesome job.
Got a lot of awesome feedback on her voice acting here.
Release? What? No, please. I'm just looking for a way back to the woman I love. I need to find the machine.
Machine. You seek that path, do you? That is how you would find your lost romance? Very well. Your journey is one of shadows, traveler. To
think you really knocked it out of the park with her design. It's very like sleek and also like a little insect-like.
Yeah, I wanted her to look like a goddess. Almost.
Yeah.
We have another question from John. He wants Nick to answer who's more emo, the Traveler or Cloud Stripe?
That's an easy one.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
I don't know. Traveler's
Traveler's pretty emo. Oh, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
That is a good question. I would say they're maybe kind of tied.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can really pick one.
I think Traveler's more emo.
Yeah. He's a bit more sentimental.
Oh.
Well, me and Armand were emos back in the day. I don't know what to say, guys. Like, we're just pulling from our own experience.
Right on.
Yeah, we listened to a lot of metal growing up.
We still listen to a lot.
Yeah, I'm gaming and trying to talk.
That was,
Full on.
it's hard.
Dude, you're not doing the pro strats.
Dude, I don't want to show people the stats, dude.
They already saw it. There's been a stream running all week with my pro
Yeah.
Don't say that. I'm trying to show them the right way that the boss battle is supposed to be.
strats. The right way.
So this boss battle is supposed to be kind of like a bit of a dance. So you kind of, she comes in and swings at you, you dodge. Comes
Like that.
in and swings at you, and then you kind of get two swings in. She swings, then you swing, and kind of like finding your opportunity to hit her. I know some people are confused because she kind of flies back into the stage. We did that by design to kind of get you to pull back and hit her.
And flirtatious leg.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, you're good.
Nice.
I like using the camera on there, like in the space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whale on her.
Does the hammer do like more points of damage?
Yes, per hit. Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
Yeah, because it is a heavier weapon and it takes longer to wind up.
Yeah.
And he has that charging attack too that feels like more damage.
It also knocks enemies back further, which is another thing. You really kind of need to get them away from you. One of the upgrades also creates this whirlwind that pushes all the enemies around you away from you. Leaves some space. So,
Yeah, get him.
Woo! Oh!
You have to dodge into the things, right?
Right into them.
gotta have some fun.
Poor Armand. You keep making fun of you. You're just like, I'm trying to have fun. Yay! Good job!
Yay!
At last. Silence. I swore to protect its memories, but now I have become one. Thank you, Traveler, for releasing me.
No.
No. No.
No.
Please. Don't make me go back there.
Emo.
Way more than Cloud.
Time passed, as it always does. Right? With song to guide me, I wandered forward, unknowing of what lay before me. But I did know my choices were leading me closer to her. My choices. I did the right thing, right?
No.
No? Oh, I'll get back to her. Won't I? Please. I need your help. I have to get back to her.
Nice.
Credits roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the end of the demo.
Yeah.
thank you for watching my crazy gameplay there. Top tier combat. Just kidding. Nick's probably a little better than me at the.
I think I've just fought the boss so many times testing that I just am like, I know exactly what to do to just whittle down her health.
Yeah.
All right, I think, are you guys down to do one more
Yeah.
playthrough?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So for anybody that is joining us kind of late, we just did one playthrough. We're gonna play through again though, if you kind of came in midway or whatever. But I just want to recap.
No, Cloud!
Oh no, Cloud, emo. Just restarting the game really quick, guys. But yeah, we are Red Essence Games, and we are making Traveler's Refrain. We have this demo available for Steam Next Fest, and we would really, really appreciate you guys wishlisting and playing the demo, giving us some feedback, hopping in our Discord, hanging out with us right now as well. You know, we're happy to answer any questions while we're streaming right now too.
We've got Alice here visiting from Cali.
Yep.
Hi.
She flew down here, and we also have Paloma who's here.
Yep.
Hello.
She lives in Houston, by the Galveston Beach area. So she's here visiting.
And we've got our man in the back as well from California too.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's up, bro?
So yeah, thanks for tuning in and for all the questions you've asked, and yeah, for joining us. Even if you're just kind of leaving the stream on in the background, appreciate you being
Yeah,
here.
shout out to the second monitor people. We know you're here.
Why don't we switch seats? And does anybody want water?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll just
Thirsty.
want some water.
Ah.
So 3 waters. All right. I'll be right back, guys. You guys can start without me.
Okay.
Who's playing?
Can I play? I haven't played yet.
I
Okay.
want to watch Alice play.
All right, who would like to be chat maestro?
Okay.
Paloma, you want to do it? Okay.
Sure.
I will cross. You know what? Here, I'm just gonna move old squeaky here, and I'll sit. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Please let us know if there's any microphone problems. Good.
I'll just sit in the black chair.
Okay.
Say hi to Milan while you're there.
Actually, what I'm gonna do is have a sip of my beer.
That's a good idea. Are you over 21?
Are we gonna wait for Nick? Or, oh no, he said we can start without him, right? Okay.
Yeah, so let's. Oh, we have to. I need the mouse to take over.
Oh,
Yeah.
we need someone to click on screen.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
You guys are gonna get the opportunity to watch somebody who isn't like super well attuned to the game play it. Because I have played this demo many times before, but I haven't played it obsessively like Bingus and Bongus. I mean, my bosses.
Yeah, we got a bunch of thank yous for showing off the game, so just want to say
Yay!
thank y'all for watching.
Yay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, here we are. I love this design that you made. for
Oh,
the-
thank you. it's one of
Refrain.
my other favorites that I
Yeah.
made.
Quite
Smack dab in the middle right there.
beautiful.
Any more questions in the chat?
Yeah, we just got a bunch of thank yous for the previous playthrough.
I may have called you Bingus, I'm sorry.
What'd you call me?
Nothing.
Bendez?
That's you.
The heck is that?
Armand.
I wandered aimlessly, searching for a way back to her. I was eventually guided to this place, this wonderful, magical.
So, in addition to programming, I've done a lot of the design aspects of the game in terms of mechanics. So, a lot of like the instrument mechanic is mostly mine. Nick and I kind of worked on that one together. but he had the idea for the instrument, and then I sort of put together the idea for the quick input style that would kind of appeal to a more hardcore audience. So the game can be played with just kind of like the healing ability, really. Like you really just need the heal to kind of get through primarily.
Yeah.
But if you use the other ones, you can kind of, amplify the experience, basically, right?
Right.
So for people who maybe struggle with the instrument system, don't worry. You can just kind of play the game with the weapons if you want. But it is there for you to play with and experiment. The spells are really fun. We do plan on having sort of like a little help panel that maybe you can register songs on, that you can kind of say these are my favorite songs, and they'll kind of pop out when you start playing the instrument. So thank you for leaving your feedback on that, because now we know. We can kind of add that in. So
Yeah.
that'll be
Thank
your
you.
job, basically.
Which song did you choose last time?
Which song? I picked Melancholy, I think.
Okay, I will pick Nostalgic, so
Alright.
that those who
Sweet.
have been here since the beginning can
Sounds
hear
good.
both.
John said, "You did a great job with chat moderation. Paloma, you have big shoes to fill." I'll try my best. Alice did a great job.
I'm really good at reading out loud.
Oh, that's my friend John Bird. Yeah.
Things like
What's
this,
up, John?
something feels off.
John, I hope you got to hear Lee McKinney's voice acting there. And actually, Andy Sizek's not in this demo, his voice acting, but it is in the trailer, so.
He plays that one guy with the thing.
What's that?
He plays the guy with the thing in
The thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he plays. The Deccan is the name. And,
the. I was trying to be mysterious,
Yeah.
Armand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you want
Heart.
your chair back?
No, I can sit back.
Thank you very much.
John said, "I did. I'm watching the beginning that I missed."
Oh, word.
Oh, cool. I'm a better gamer than Armand, so.
See about that.
Visions.
Fight me in Smash.
Oh,
No.
maybe later this weekend.
Yeah,
Little Smash tournament.
See who's the
There
best
it
then.
was. Seemingly
I'm
as if it
not
had
good
been
at Smash.
to light my path.
John said, "I can tell Armand is mid."
Whoa! John, let's battle.
First weapon acquired.
Nice. That's right.
Okay, here let's do the secret thing.
Oh.
Lantern of Pain.
Oh, you're so lucky sitting here. The fans right on you.
Is it steamy over there?
Yeah.
All of the weapons have a secondary effect outside of combat, so with your lantern you can burn stuff. And use that to solve puzzles and access other things.
Hey Grok, thanks for coming in. He said the unmanageable chatter has arrived.
Welcome in, Grok.
Isn't Grok the name of that Twitter thing? that you got?
So this Grok came before
Ah,
Twitter Grok.
Original Grok.
Or this is the OG Grok.
Oh, gee.
I saw her in all her glory from across the room. Before I'd even realized the world had changed, I had changed, and I couldn't go back, not even if I tried.
Oh, which one did you pick last time?
I did. I think I did confidently.
Okay. Milan!
Milan.
He's here!
You wanna show Milan again?
Milan!
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
I'm here, all the way from Serbia.
Yeah. For context, that's our sound.
No, we don't need clips.
Yeah.
Sure, just leave it. Leave it.
This is the broom, dude.
Grok said, "Do not compare me to that heretical thing."
Cold sweat beaded and dripped down my neck as the
Try
ground
not to
began to
do my
rumble.
Nick gulps.
I heard the snaps
Mic,
of twigs and the
we need
groans
them.
of gears.
We need the gulps.
A hideous creature
You capture them on stream and expose you as the gulp lord.
Every time we're working, obviously we like have to drink water or whatever, and Armand's like, "Dude, stop gulping."
Yeah, we'd be like, it was a lot worse when we used to work in the same office together.
Oh yeah.
When we first started our studio, and I would just hear Nick gigantic gulps that he would take of his water, and then he'd end it with like a. It's like the biggest like gulp sigh.
Yeah.
And then me, I would do like this little leg.
Yeah.
I would like, what do you call it?
Jiggle your leg.
Jiggle my leg of like being anxious or something, and he'd be like, "Dude, stop that."
It's because the zipper on your chair would go.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys really have been friends for a long time.
Yeah, quite some time.
So just curious, did anybody you know that has played the game to give us feedback ever miss that spot? Oh, that's me. Yay. But the spot where you're running away from the monster and that spotlight shines down, has anyone ever missed that cue? Yeah. I'm just curious.
I did. I missed it.
I've seen somebody run right by it.
Oh,
before
really?
That's played. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like one of those things we're still kind of learning to be more apparent with things that we want the player to go do. But it's like literally a spotlight comes from the sky to be like, go move here. And sometimes people just miss it.
Yeah.
I think it's just
Yeah, it happens.
the way it is.
I think maybe we need like some little like footsteps like that go towards it or something. Maybe that'll kind of give more context.
Yeah, it may be good that it's a teachable moment though, because like,
Yeah.
I mean,
If
we
you
do,
get 8, then you get 8.
yeah,
Yeah.
we do build a game as a action RPG, but like we have to like show off that it's like this is when the danger begins.
Yeah.
Right.
This is not a nice forest.
So Grok gave us a little lore about what the word means. Apparently it was coined by someone named Robert Heinlein and Stranger in a Strange Land. It means to understand a thing intuitively without explanation.
Huh.
Oh yeah, like you grok something. I got it. Okay.
I've never heard of that. That's cool.
It might be a physicist thing.
I see.
Now I understand what my husband means when he says that.
Get that sweet red essence.
Yeah. Red Essence is the upgrade currency for your spells and weapons in the game. And it comes out naturally of these beautiful red crystals.
My favorite is when people start collecting it in here, we don't tell them what it's called, and then anytime I tell them, like when they're streaming or I'm watching them live, you always get a chuckle out of it. Oh, red essence. Like,
Yeah.
There is some red essence in
Yep.
our-
Yeah.
It's hidden in
Kinda
our
hard to
hidden,
lore.
yeah. It's kind of might be a little dark.
I did like what Sumire called it. Sumire Hanaki is a streamer that checked out our demo a couple days ago. She called it Rorbs.
Yes.
Red orbs, Rorbs.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, she had a lot of great little nicknames for stuff.
Grok said, when I started in QA back in time of dinosaurs and cartridge games, I was really good at finding bugs intuitively, so some of the engineers called me the Grok. And then Habohawk said, I've also heard it used to mean completely understanding something.
Huh. Interesting.
I feel like there's some people who just know how to break games. Like I don't know, I grew up with kids who just knew how to break games. I think also the more that we've developed, we can kind of like play a game and be like, I could probably try to bug it. Like, doing this or that. Like, I think I know how the camera system works. Or this
We shouldn't
works.
name drop it, but we did that with a
Yeah.
pretty relatively well-known indie game.
Yeah.
You just like went on a different like plane of
I would- yeah.
existence.
I completely ruined like the layering system of the game. I basically recoded the game I was playing.
There's a famous story about Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, how like there was a prize for fixing an Atari thing, and Jobs like tricked Wozniak into doing it for him, and only gave him like a quarter of the prize money or something.
Please, I need to know.
I think it's really cool that we have a dev in the chat, which is Grok, who's been doing he's been doing dev for a long time.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
we follow each other on Twitter. He's really cool.
Rock, what games have you tested and worked on?
Okay, so we just had that important
Creatures
conversation.
before me laid an
Who has
unwavering
sex?
fear in my bones. I was reminded of how I felt before her so long ago.
Okay. Do you remember which one you chose last time?
Insignificant. Actually, no, I picked Cowardly.
Well, I think also because she picked a different of the last track,
Oh, it
the
gets her
whole
different.
thing is
You're right.
would be different.
You're right.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Have we? Do we need to explain again? Like.
Oh,
kind
yes, we
Probably a
should.
good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. So, these choices here, every time that you make a distinct choice, you affect the background music. It adds another layer of. I don't think I'm explaining this correctly.
No,
Am
you're
I?
right.
Yeah, yeah,
You're right.
yeah. It adds a layer to the track to
Yeah.
expand on the music. So we start out with kind of just a bass track, and then we start adding, instruments on top depending on the decision. And Milan's been trying to look at the choices we're showing him in the text and create a mood with the instruments based on the mood you're picking. So by the end of each level, you will be running around to a track that you essentially picked and developed yourself.
Yeah.
Grok said he helped release the PS2, all its launch titles, and published 200 games from the platform alone.
Oh,
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay,
That's
hi. Thank you for coming to
Thank you
look
for
at our
being
games.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he said, and then came the next 20 years of his career.
So here you see all of the choices that I've made since starting the game have influenced this track, which is a nostalgic, nervous, insignificant fool.
Mhm.
We used to sing this song together.
Emo.
Any chance we
Casually.
get to be emo.
Yeah.
And there's some funny stuff in the game too.
Yeah, yeah. We have a
Um,
little bit of a sense of humor, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. How? How could this be here? My mind raced, distracted. I could not fathom how this place, a place once full of love and life, was here now in this forest.
Have we talked about S yet? I don't think so.
Not on this run
Yeah.
through. Yeah, you go for it.
So for a lot of the voice acting in the game, for the a lot of the significant characters, we approached touring musicians, and we were able to get a really cool solo musician, Essinger, to voice our main character, and he does a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people in a stream that we attended of the demo were like, "Oh, he's got a really sexy voice." like awesome. But I think he's really brought a sense of depth and sensitivity to the character, which
Yeah.
is really quite brilliant and lovely. Oh, I only need one. Oh, except I couldn't get both upgrades.
Yeah, we did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, no, she has 124. Because
Oh,
some
she
of them
passed
give
the first
random. Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's like if she had one more reticence,
Right.
she could get both.
Yeah.
So Grok asks, so what are the engagement and retention loops here to make me keep coming back to this game?
So I think that the combat is first and foremost our kind of fun factor. We have an instrument system that was he in the last playthrough?
I
in the
think
chat?
he just came in.
He just came in. Okay, so you'll see by the end of this level that essentially our main combat mechanic is the player plays an instrument and you're kind of holding the trigger and inputting commands that you learn throughout the game, and you cast spells with your instrument. So we kind of go, in between combat, story, and we throw in a few extra little surprises, which you'll see in the second level of the game.
Also have puzzles, and we kind of throw back
Yes.
to some of the Zelda titles that we loved to build some dungeons that kind of have those features in them, puzzles and combat combined type of deal. And we also have totem upgrades and a skill tree system that make you want to keep upgrading and finding treasures and things like that. So
Yeah, we definitely have like things that keep unlocking throughout the adventure. So it's kind of like as soon as maybe you feel like, oh, I got pretty comfortable learning this new thing, we throw a new thing at the player to mess around with and harder enemies and harder puzzles and stuff.
yeah. And so the game features 3 weapons, 3 main weapons, and 9 songs. So excuse me. So you'll be basically combining them, using the lantern, the hammer, and the 3rd weapon to solve puzzles. So you'll kind of switch between them and figure out how to solve and navigate those. So.
Grok said, so similar to the Bard system of song weaving and EQ, but with more player engagement.
EverQuest?
Not sure.
System of song weaving and EQ. Yeah, I bet that's EverQuest, right?
I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever played it.
I didn't play EverQuest.
Sorry, Grok.
I'd be down to see that though, Brock. If you have a video of that, maybe you could reply to one of our posts on X if you're on there and show us what that is. We'd love to kind of get some perspective on that.
Yes, EverQuest, he said.
Okay.
I was right. I feel significant in my nerdery. You see that statue of the lady before.
I remembered the
deeper
time
into the
when she
forest.
first came to see me play. Her face lit up as she watched me perform.
I always pick ecstatic
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it would have made me feel very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did have that experience that my now husband did come see me perform as one of our first official dates.
Yeah. I think I picked nervous.
This guy around.
That's interesting.
So yeah, in this scene, basically the forest is creating amalgamations of travelers' memories. So you're seeing all these wooden statues in this bar where Traveler played for the first time in front of his long-lost love. We're going to reveal her name in a second, but yeah, this is kind of what breadcrumbs the story. So you're having the concurrent story of Traveler getting through the forest, going on his adventure, but this is how we're telling essentially his backstory as these scenes within the forest he's in.
You. I just want to forget you. Your deals always worked out.
Grok said, EverQuest was more simplistic. You'd activate a song and it would have a specific effect duration. Then you would, at certain timestamps of the song, affect or activate another activate another instrument. It would create a duration buff of a melody or duration attack, etc.
Interesting.
That's pretty sweet. Is that only for the Bard class? Is that what that is?
I
would
think
imagine.
so. Yeah, he said Bard system.
Gotcha. No, that's pretty cool. I imagine it's kind of hard to do some of that stuff in
I wish I could go back to
MMO
this
environment.
Right.
So yeah, Alice is about to get her instrument. And the instrument is based off of a Greek bouzouki because I have Greek heritage, and I went and bought a bouzouki a couple years ago, and it's a pretty sick instrument to play.
There it is.
Woo. Got our instrument now, so we're going to play our first melody.
Yep.
So you see the instructions here on the screen, how to activate it.
Yeah. So hold down right trigger to start the strumming, the
Yeah.
what is it? Yeah.
Yeah, strumming. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you click the L stick to play the significant chords, notes.
Yeah.
Which then creates the song spell. And that just was the healing melody.
And you want to get it before that yellow bar finishes. Otherwise, it kind of cuts you off, and you have to start again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
So-
you can do it very fast too, or not. Hello?
If you flick it, it goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
On keyboard and mouse, you can do it pretty quick. We actually are looking into making it feel a little more responsive and tight. So that's something that we'll be kind of improving upon
Mhm.
Yeah.
before release.
Yeah, you can also use the D-pad as well.
Oh, I've never actually tried using the D-pad.
I like it
Yeah.
more. I like it.
That does feel maybe a little more tactile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. My breaking steps.
I wanted to give some context for the music in general too, because like as we said before, you know, Alice kind of made a joke about it, but Armand and I have been friends for a really, really long time, and we kind of connected over metal music. That's like how we kind of really became friends. We'd like go to shows together and stuff like that. So that's why this is such a meaningful game to us, because we really wanted to get the music in there, and working with musicians that we have followed and respected for a really long time has been a really cool thing to add into this project.
Yeah.
So
Every time you learn a spell, you can access it in your like songs list in your in the menu. So right now we just have the healing spell, but the others will like fill out once we discover more music. Bird plants. This is how you restore your like mana essentially for casting the song spell.
Grok asks, "Are you going to prevent the Elgato Stream Deck cheat where folks just macro to a single button push?"
oh
I didn't know that was a
Interesting.
thing.
yeah, I didn't know either.
What can they macro?
Because it's like you'd have to do a whole command. I don't know. Can you? I guess you maybe could macro a command like that. But I don't know. I feel like it's a single player game. I feel like if people want to cheese their way through it, it's not like, I don't know, kind of hurt my feelings or whatever. Like play however you want to play. We're giving you the tools to play the game.
I'd be curious to see what that looks like, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody were to macro some mechanic in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric said that Steam controller can macro anything.
Interesting.
Okay, Eric. With the Steam controller, like
Eric.
Dogma. They're not even making them anymore.
That's funny.
Grok said people did it with Helldivers stratagems.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, but in Helldivers, you're like kind of playing with other people, so I can see how that could really affect
Traveler.
the game.
To the north is the land of
This
the
is
Eagle.
Armand voicing
Protector
Yeah.
Arbor
Guidebot.
resides.
Your boy.
Well, there's a huge door blocking my way.
Yes, yes.
Fun fact, I recorded this voiceover with my Samsung Buds. In my
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because my actual like mic from my computer, like it just was not coming through good at all. But those headphones, like they had the crispest like sound quality.
Really?
Yeah.
Not a sponsorship.
I
But it
should
could be.
Sponsored. I'm so good at promoting like random companies that I buy. Like when I got the Samsung Galaxy Fold 4.
Wow,
the
you just
folding phone.
spat that out.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what it is. It's on the tip of my tongue. I was just showing it off to everybody, and I could have. They need to sponsor me.
Best voice of the game.
Thank you.
That was Autumn.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Coincidence or not?
this is one of my favorite characters, the gear.
Did something
Yeah.
happen?
No,
I kicked the thing.
I'm just slower and more thoughtful than you are. I
What are you doing here?
I come to pay respect to the ones who
Yeah, honestly, she's one of my favorite characters too. I'm really excited for people to see her story arc.
I see sorrow in your eyes.
So this is the Gearman. She was voice acted by Alexander Norton from Echoes, and
Can you tell me more about this?
I remember her telling us she felt really connected to this character, which made it even more awesome that
Forest holds great power and not
what she delivered from it. So
Yeah.
Grok asks, is there a discordant mechanism that can disrupt your songs or corrupt them?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rock at it with the good questions.
He's deaf.
So, if you're talking about corrupting the enemies, we have thought about a mechanic like that, which is still kind of in development. So, we have considered it. So we'll see. I do love that idea though. It's awesome.
And then he asks, can you change keys of the same songs to change their scope of effect?
Change keys.
So it's not dynamic in the way that like an input is like a note or something like that. It's like you just have these 4 different notes and there's different combinations of them that equal certain spells. And the reason we wanted it, I don't want to, because it's not necessarily simplistic, but we didn't want it to be overly complicated because as you'll see, especially with this upcoming spell where she'll have to use it in combat, we wanted the player to be able to fire these things out and feel like they're switching in between whacking things with their melee weapon, dodging back, playing their spell, and blasting an enemy with their ability. So, yeah, I feel like if we went too complicated, it might like slow down that combat loop a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe down the line, if we do a sequel or a DLC or something like that, we could maybe consider doing some more interesting mechanics with the instrument. But we're such a small team that we're just trying to kind of get an experience that fits, in our scope, and that's really what it comes down to. But I do love the idea, honestly. I think any customization you can do with the songs.
I feel like it's an exciting.
It's probably low of this.
Roll this.
What is it?
Low of this.
Only he knows what that means.
Your people are strange.
Oh, man. You don't know half of it. Imagine going to parties with him when you're like in your 20s.
Let's not go down that rabbit
Now I can get you.
Oh, nice burns there.
Yeah, for real.
I am known to deliver sick
Oh.
burns.
There you go. Yeah, true.
Sick burns.
IRL ending game.
Need that verb.
Yeah.
What's past here? Elevator.
Welcome, traveler.
This is me.
Yeah, Nick voiced this character.
Let me help you see the land.
Autumn said, important question. What feedback have you gotten on the Zoom perspective?
So specifically with the Zoom. So yeah, how do I want to say this? The character is only a certain resolution tall, so there is definitely a limit. I'd probably say as much as he's zoomed in right now is probably the maximum we can go with him without things starting to look fuzzy. And our game is all about art and clarity. We've been trying to zoom in when there's dialogue so that you feel more intimate with the characters. And we do feel like during combat, if you zoom in too much, though, it can feel a little bit disorienting, kind of like too much going on the map. So we have been trying to balance like a sweet spot for that. In terms of exploration, though, there's definitely we could kind of touch up some of these areas and just like get them a little bit closer to the character.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people gave similar feedback to you in some of the areas. They said the camera's either too zoomed out or too zoomed in.
It has felt kind of contradictory, some of the feedback. So sometimes when we get contradictory feedback, it's kind of like we gotta just sit there and like do what we think is best,
Yeah.
But a lot of, I mean, this is a demo, so it's like, obviously we'd love this to be, feel as much like the finished game as possible, but like Armand said, we are still in development, so there's still a lot of kind of tiny tweaks we've been doing to get it feeling perfect. So,
The camera's always tricky too, so.
yeah.
All right, so Grok asks, okay, so since this is clearly clearly Bard themed, when do you get the romanceable NPC options? because a true Bard would just be hitting on everything.
Oh, man.
I would say because our traveler character has his heart's already spoken for, but someone very specific.
Yeah.
It's too sad.
Yeah.
I mean, this story is definitely somewhat of a love story. So,
Yeah.
and you'll see that in this scene as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
this is one of our favorite little scenes. We decided to develop a backstory for these fountains that the character keeps coming across, where you are able to upgrade your skills. And the reason for that is there was this little fairy tale that the woman traveler loves, Sophia. That she loved this fairy tale, and this was a place that they connected at. So we thought it would be cool to expand upon that in a scene like this.
Yeah. Shout out to Alice again for
Yeah.
the environment, our inner chickens. I made the characters here.
Yeah.
We
Really sweet character.
yeah. Thank you.
I like the
we
song.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Very
the
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
yes. Our composer Milan is
Oh my god.
right
Yeah.
over here.
Guys, I made the music.
He lives in Serbia, so he couldn't be with us right now.
Boing, 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 boing.
Grok says, if he says "as you wish," I'm out.
He does say something similar to that, actually.
Ah.
Who, Traveler?
Yeah. He says, "as people do." At one point.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
They couldn't be together.
His angry father.
Yeah.
I need to prove to them that I'm worthy of her love. I'd do anything, he muttered to himself.
Boing, boing.
Insecure, the young farmer found his way to the local tavern, where he encountered a mysterious hooded man. The man told him of an old woman with many rare abilities just through the forest outside their village. She won't know if something goes missing, the man said.
So yeah, this is a sequence that will be splitting up throughout the adventure, and you'll be able to kind of hear the whole story behind this fountain in the main game.
And conflicted though
That
We-
writing on the barrels there, is that like something actually legible, or is it just kind of gibberish?
It's gibberish.
It's pretty cool gibberish.
Thanks.
But there are details throughout the game that you can actually decipher because I designed an alphabet.
Yes.
Very
began to
cool.
run.
Thank you.
It is funny. It's kind of like we were talking about with the musicians, just giving them direction. Like, yeah, just try to do an accent. I've given you guys so many directions on things you've never even thought you would do before. Like, Paloma, can you do an alphabet? You're like, yeah, sure, I'll try.
It was fun. It was
Yeah.
fun.
That's honestly the best stuff to work on. Just
Yeah.
the, like,
Yeah.
cool,
He
like,
stumbled
design
across
stuff.
the hut. It was quaint.
I love little Easter eggs like that, so I wanted something similar for this game. Grok says that guy in the cape was clearly legit and not all sus.
Yeah, he was a really sweet guy.
Yeah, you should keep an eye on that guy.
Yeah, we've seen him before.
Yeah.
Wonder where else we've seen him in the
Yeah.
demo.
Definitely want that. And no, I don't have enough for anything else. Cool.
I think the healing one is very important to spec into.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
for somebody as
You're gonna be having
mistake
a-
prone as me.
I spec into it.
You're gonna have in for a rough time if you don't get the healing upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Yeah. Nope. Oh, I was expecting everybody else to spawn in.
And also, when you cast a spell, it does slow down time, so it's really helpful.
Yeah, I think we originally developed it without that mechanic.
That would be hard.
Yeah, and then we were realizing we were just getting like annihilated by the enemies. So
Yeah.
I'm like, huh, what if it slows down time a bit?
Yeah. I know I like games where I'm very mobile and very quick. So, in games like this where you have to stand still to cast something, it helps to slow down time a bit.
Yeah.
Come on. There
Kind of lets you assess like the situation too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Like you
true.
can slow down time and be like, oh crap, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then like dodge away and do something else.
we go. Okay.
So Grok asks, okay, but the all important question: are you like a lame guitar shop, or can you eventually unlock and play Stairway?
I think you can eventually play Stairway for sure. We have some pretty cool spells towards the end of the game that you'll be impressed with.
Do I have? 79. I'm definitely getting that upgrade.
Also, when you run out of verve, you can kind of just play anything you want. So once the character runs out of all the little yellow notches at the top, it's called verve. You can basically just keep strumming and playing notes. So.
I mean, you can do it whenever you want. You're just gonna waste a lot of verve if you accidentally cast a spell.
Might be interesting if we added like something if you're out of verve completely. Just playing.
It was unlike anything I'd ever heard. It drew me in, mesmerized.
Like he plays really poorly.
Yeah.
Keeps like messing up his.
Yeah, he eats the pick and stuff.
Yeah. He drops the pick down the hole in the guitar, and then he starts shaking it up.
Oh, that would be a hilarious animation if we ever get the time.
Oh man, it's like rattling around in there. It's like my worst nightmare.
I've done that far too many times.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose you
Grok says that should be a hidden Easter egg. I guess we're gonna do the stairway thing.
Yeah.
Do you play me a tune?
Sorry, I don't play for anyone anymore.
Oh, shame. I bet you're really good.
I voiced this character.
Yeah,
Oh,
Alice.
yes.
Alice voiced this character.
This was another time where I was like, "Can you do an accent?" She's like, "I'll just go for it," and it turned out awesome.
In a way, I lost someone. I'm here.
Grok said, "So you're saying you can just slap him with the spell and combo with Shake It Off for that extra oomph?" Shake it off. Isn't that like a Mariah Carey?
Sorry.
Shake it off.
Shake.
Yeah. I don't
Mariah
know.
Carey? That's Taylor Swift, girl.
Taylor Swift.
Wait,
That's
oh.
Couldn't shake
Oh my
it.
god.
I'm not a Swiftie. I'm so sorry. Oh my
Neither am I,
God.
but even I know that.
Began to lose a sense of
Oh,
direction.
what? It just clicked in my head now. I mixed two songs together in my head.
Happens. So here's the second song, the Ancient's Melody. Third song. And this one is going to basically help you navigate through the world. So you can intune these objects that kind of turn yellow when you play the song. And they kind of let you, advance through different areas of the world, progress. And there's little Easter eggs that have kind of thrown around that use the spell as well. So it's up to you to kind of find those and find the intunable objects.
I will demonstrate what happens if you don't slow this down.
Get whacked.
Yeah, get ouchie.
Yeah.
Grok said, "How am I the one that pulled a Taylor Swift reference? I'm just not into Miss Taylor.
I don't know, maybe you're
Miss
actually
Taylor.
cooler than everybody else. But you don't
I'm
know.
just living under a rock.
What do you listen to?
Lots of hip hop.
Damn, you cool. I still need one more. Okay. So this is like one of the early basic puzzles in the game. And you just need to find 4 of those braziers to light with your torch. And by torch I mean lantern. I remember words. Oh, there it is.
What did you call it? Brazier?
Okay, that would be
Brazier.
bra.
Yeah, I love brazier.
Razor.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Brazier.
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 Yeah.
I never know how to say it.
If Traveler was running around burning bras, that would be a
He's
difference.
got the
And
lantern,
hitting
so.
on every girl in the game.
He's already too much of a sad sack. We can't do that.
I've
to
always
him.
said it the other way, so.
All right, first boss.
Oh my
Mama
God.
Jama, mother of all the Jama.
Please don't let me mess up.
You got this.
Nice strat.
Oh,
Ooh.
You got it.
easy.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man.
Where are you gonna land? Where are you gonna land? Where are you gonna land?
Oh, that was a big jump.
Come here, come here.
Ooh, I see that whip upgrade.
Nice.
Or the spike upgrade came
Yeah.
through there.
That was clutch.
So you saw those whip-like tentacles that kind of came out of the ground. That's the first upgrade for the spike trap.
Grok said, second all-important question. Is there a dog, and can you pet it? I did design a dog.
You
But
did.
I don't know. Are we going to add it in?
There might be kitties in the game.
There might be
That's what I'm
kitties.
thinking.
Okay, there has to be at least one petable dog in there for me. I need it for me.
You missed the red essence.
No, I didn't. I got it.
I think you did
Oh,
get
you got
it.
Yeah.
That was weird lighting from this angle.
Yeah, we definitely got to get more creatures in the game.
Yeah, we will be getting more critters.
Is this a story? Or some kind of warning?
I never
Lore.
actually asked you what part of the story this is supposed to represent. I think I know.
Yeah, let's not talk about
No,
it.
I'm not going to. But suffice it to say that this is a very like cool and scary part of the story.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, you know, hold on
Yes.
to your butts, guys.
You can let the people who play interpret it how they wish.
Grok said cats are acceptable. I
Okay.
agree. I am a cat person.
Nick and I both have cats.
Hmm
Acceptable, but not superior.
This is
Put it out there.
this is one of the things you can decipher, but I won't say what it is, so you'll have to figure it out.
Okay, I read it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it says. I think I knew when you first made it.
Let me light it up for you so you can see it better. Not too bad, too slow.
Just long.
Okay. So, this is how you equip the totem to receive its power.
So every totem you get, you're gonna get +1 health to your total pool, and then this first one that you get gives you 1 additional. So
Yes.
Oh, Grok is getting a puppy, so that's why he needed to know.
oh yeah.
What kind of puppy? I need to know. Oh, this is a tutorial about how to equip your totems, which we just did. It's a part of your like just basic inventory menu.
So
What's your puppy's name gonna be?
Time passes as it does.
Do you guys have a favorite totem?
I like the health one a lot,
Yeah.
but the burn one is good too.
Yeah.
I do, but it's one that we have not revealed yet.
Yeah.
So.
Grok is getting a golden retriever puppy. He has an older golden retriever that he's petting right now.
Oh,
He's gonna name the puppy Atreus.
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 that's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Love that.
I
God of
actually
War, we
just
love
finished
God
God of War.
Fans are
Yeah.
right,
You gotta play Ragnarok.
I need to play Ragnarok.
me too.
Do you think
I-
it'll be free anytime soon on
On-
the store?
Ooh, I don't
Yeah.
Free.
know.
Like
On,
some-
like PS Plus.
On premium,
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
I feel like it just came out. Probably won't.
It I loved the first one, but the second one I thought was somehow
It looks
even better.
it looks like it'll be a lot better.
Like, oh my god, it was a beautiful experience.
Mm.
I remember the last 3 hours of the game, you're just like on this emotional roller coaster. It was incredible.
I haven't done this. I haven't done enough of the puzzle yet. Ah.
Grok said that was a fun game to work on.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
pretty
let's
sick.
go, Grok.
Like the original one, or like
I'm
one
not sure.
recently?
Which one, Grok?
Oh, I totally just ignored that.
Yeah, you missed something.
I missed something. I'm not good at the puzzle parts. I get really confused.
Oh, I got confused too.
So,
Todd said, "Hey, I love the demo. Thank you,
Oh,
Todd."
thank you so much.
Thank you, Todd. Thanks for stopping in.
is that my Todd? Yes, it is. Hi, Todd. Yes, I did miss something. I'm big brain. Yeah, I am a huge fan of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but the shrine quests are
Not your
painful.
favorite.
So Grok said all of the above. I was on the original 3, but I was one of the Norse history and mythology consultants on 2018 in
Wow,
Ragnarok.
That's
Oh my
so
God.
That's sick.
Dude, that's so cool, man.
Very cool. I did it. I got past it.
It's impressive how much research goes into
Another
I know.
games with a big historical element to it.
Yeah, I appreciate that so much about games too. It's like they do the research and they do like the diligence and they kind of, you know.
I don't want to toot our own horn, but I feel like with a lot of our character names and with our environments, we've gone out of our way specifically to just be like, how can we put a little bit more love into this thing? And hopefully when someone eventually hopefully writes a wiki, they'll be like, oh, did you know that this character was named after this?
Yeah, so if you guys are the kind of gamers who really appreciate like the deep story stuff and like finding absolutely every connection between you know, some legend or like cultural significant thing, like we are
There's a
the
lot.
devs for you.
Yeah.
Also, I just picked up the second weapon.
Oh yeah, hammer time.
Hammer time.
Hammer time.
It feels lovely and weighty and powerful.
Yes.
But there are some things that the hammer can't accomplish. Like I can't get through these brambles.
Right.
And in order to get to that wall that I could break, I need to switch my weapon with this button.
Yeah. Grok said it helps to have family in Iceland, Norway, and Sweden that actually works in the historical preservation and museum sectors.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Todd asks, are there more weapons in the full game?
Yes.
Yes, there's one more main weapon you will have, and there's going to be 9 spells total as of now.
And you kind of get the hammer really early in this demo, but it's not how it is in the actual game. It'll actually be like a little bit longer, maybe like another hour and a half before you get the hammer in the full game. But we just kind of brought it in earlier just so people have more time to play with it. And the demo's already a little long, so just kind of experiment with it early.
I think your controller is a little bit borked.
Borked?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
It's not very responsive when.
Here we go again.
Why? Is this a common issue?
No, just messing with you.
Oh.
What's unresponsive about it though?
If I use the L stick to. Oh, I guess I have to flick it.
You have to flick it, yeah.
Oh, I don't do that normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you flick it, it'll go a lot easier. We are kind of looking into that and see how we can make it a little more fluid. We have had feedback that the first note you play can kind of be difficult to input on controller, so we're looking into that, how we can improve that.
Yeah. Marisa said, awesome stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, Marisa.
Is that Mari?
Marisa?
Yes.
Oh, is it Marissa?
This is my friend that I know as Mari.
Oh,
Is it
okay,
Mari
Mari.
from the Discord?
It is Mari from the Discord.
Hi, Mari.
Hey, Mari.
And Todd said, I hope for more totem friends too.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have. I think there's 3 in this. We have 3 in the demo. We're gonna have 12 total. So you'll have a lot of opportunity to kind of mix and match buffs and little abilities for Traveler.
Oh my god.
And there's more than one relic slot in the full game, so you'll be able to, kind of combine them into a build that you like.
Yeah. We have thought carefully about all the different ways that you can build Traveler to your specific play style. Because some people are better playing with the hammer weapon, for instance, and some people like me are not good at it. I think you and I both prefer like a faster, lighter weapon.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely faster, lighter fighter.
Faster, lighter. But now that I have this weapon, I can use like the environmental ability with it, which is to like push these giant blocks out of the way and solve the rest of these dungeon puzzles. But it's to the lantern to burn that. So.
And also, our environment art was really inspired by like Aztec and like Mayan like design. So it's been really interesting, kind of finding ways to integrate like both like natural like material and metal and kind of putting in our story elements, just like the robots and what that means for the forest.
Yeah. Because we're essentially having to think about, okay, there was an ancient civilization that was built in a forest, and then there's a robot civilization that built over top of that. So that's been kind of a fun challenge to feel like, okay, how are we designing this so that it makes sense and feels cohesive, and also feels like distinct, like not only aesthetic personalities but cultural personalities as well. We've been referencing a little bit more, like, I think the robot, you know, you guys will see this in the main game. I guess not a big spoiler, but we've been referencing a little bit more medieval for their architectural style, which kind of juxtaposes the very, like, you know, South American kind of looking architecture. No, you're good.
Okay.
No, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure you get some verb. You're making me anxious.
I'm sorry, Armand.
Keep passing the planets. I'm like, get the verb.
Yeah, and verve is the energy you use to cast spells. It's the little yellow orbs that you pick up.
So the combat loop is basically like, you know, you fight, you cast spells, you hit enemies, and you regenerate verve by hitting them. And the lower verve you have, the more verve, the faster your verve will, the higher the rate of spawn for verve is. So you're kind of incentivized to just spend verve because you'll get it back just as fast.
And I don't think you said this, that you get it by hitting the enemies, as well as hitting those plants.
Right.
So yeah, it does incentivize you to use the melee weapon to get the energy back.
Oh, Mari said added to wishlist. Can't wait till this is out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mari.
Yes, thank you. And then Todd said, I love the puzzle parts. That was the most fun for me.
Oh,
I'm super
awesome.
glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, puzzles are tough because we know that some people really don't like puzzles, you know? So we've definitely been trying to make sure that not only are we kind of playtesting and seeing that people can actually figure them out, but that they're not so impossible that it gets, like, annoying. So, yeah, it's good to hear that people are liking the puzzles.
Yeah.
Did I accidentally trap myself?
No, you can get out of this. You just loop around.
Orbitran said, cool artwork and functional gameplay added to wishlist. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, wishlisting very, very much helps us out, especially because we're such a small team. So, yeah, your wishlist goes a long way, and we really, really appreciate that.
Well, now I feel dumb because, like, that was sort of obvious. Cool.
You're almost there.
And here's the map.
I always forget to get the map until like I'm almost there.
Really?
Yeah.
I have the map somewhere else in the main game, though, so
right.
it feels like it's more, I don't know, it's more of a challenge to get to it.
Okay, I can do this. One step at a time. Do we do this in the order? Okay, I found out. No!
Forgot one.
We're gonna be stuck in purgatory forever, like, with me trying to solve all these puzzles.
Well, that's interesting. You went like completely around.
Yeah.
From the other side initially.
How
did you do that?
I don't know.
How did you do
that?
I don't know.
And she knocked this one back down.
Yeah. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
Tell us if you need help. I hate it's especially when I watch people on stream. I'm like calling out screen, no, go the other way. It's so hard being the dev and like knowing what you're supposed to do or what we want the player to do.
Nick, I am a dev for this game.
I know. But like me and Armand are the ones that are in the engine most, like moving stuff around.
Yeah.
I swear I have gotten through this entire dungeon successfully, and I didn't mess it up this badly. It's just streamitis, I swear. Okay. I push this over here, and then I push this one.
Milan wants you to succeed.
Succeed. Thank you, Milan. Okay.
Oh man, I wish Milan was here.
I know.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
One day, we're gonna
Yes.
get him.
I'd love to hear like what his process is for making music.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. I think he just like shuts himself in his room and his brain just starts working. That's what he kind of reminds me of.
Well, he does have a beautiful landscape around him to inspire him.
That's
Oh,
true.
true.
Yeah.
I did it!
Nice.
Grok said, "I cannot watch people stream so many games."
True.
I felt a lingering presence in the air, a melody that resonated through me.
Listen to the melody.
What's been nice as a dev though, watching other people stream, is not only do you see the streamer's reaction, but you're kind of candidly seeing the audience's reaction in the chat. So that's kind of been helpful as well to see how they're interpreting things and how they're commenting.
Yeah, it's been really interesting, like watching kind of who picks up the small details and
Yeah.
who kind of walks by them.
Speaking of small details, I love this asset, Paloma. It's
Oh,
so pretty.
thank you.
Yeah. This obelisk rock.
Yeah, I just had to reshape it. I think
I
that.
just realized that one was shaped different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like kind of
that was like a last minute thing I
Yeah.
had to do.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I guess I hadn't noticed that because I don't know, I'm so used to just blazing through the game and
I
finding
know.
all the
Yeah.
bugs.
Dialed in.
Get the bug, get the bug, get the bug. Fix bug.
Oh man. I know. Sometimes it's nice to sit back and appreciate your own
Yeah.
work, right?
Yeah. It's fun watching people play it.
It
but
is.
It's definitely not fun when they get stuck.
Yeah.
But when they figure it out, it's fun again.
Yeah.
I already said I was sorry.
No, you're getting through it.
There you go. I think with this dungeon, it's nice because people get stuck, but they'll eventually just beat it.
Yeah.
You know, through just doing everything.
Grok said, "Fine, I'll stream this. Twist my arm."
Oh, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Pretty
Just
please.
let us know when you stream so we can all get in your chat.
Then he said, "You will be critiqued at a game developer level of analysis,
Do it,
though.
do
Do
it.
it."
Oh yeah, I mean,
Rip us apart.
it would be so cool to hear your thoughts as somebody who's been working in this crazy world for so long. 'Cause, I don't know, you develop a certain set of skills.
Yeah.
Come here, Mr. Beyblade.
Uh-oh, we stuck.
No, he's not.
He's just floating.
He had a rough start. I also really love this dungeon's aesthetic. I think these waterfalls are really beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the sound when you come in. It's just like piercing waterfall noise.
Yeah.
Right before you come in, to kind of like cool you down.
Yeah.
I could use that right now.
Yeah, seriously.
We're
What happened to AC?
hot as hell in Houston. It's on, dude. Do you want to just turn it down more?
Probably should have done that like 2 hours
All right,
ago.
second boss.
I'm fine.
Where is it again?
It's that little pad on the wall.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is fine, this is fine. I'm totally chill.
Yeah, this one's particularly hard.
No, more other ones. Get more things
It's
other than
78 degrees.
What is it
It's
set
like
to?
78, but it's set to 69. Yeah, something. Is that why we're cooking in here?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, no, it's just hot in this room.
Really?
Yeah. This is why every time when we're working, I'm like, dude, I'm dying.
All right.
all the computers in this room.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense that it's the temperature's at 70.
I mean, it's because we're above the garage too, so it's hot.
Grok said, "For real though, this is giving me Bardic Cult of the Lamb vibes without the cannibalism and poop eating, which is nice." I'm so glad.
Thanks so much.
That's one I still have to play. Culpable.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I haven't played like all the DLC stuff though. But...
Oh,
Heal, heal, heal.
I'm going to.
That slow motion was epic.
That was awesome.
Ooh.
Okay, I can do this. Don't do that. Don't get close. Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm fine. It's fine.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Yo, that's not the way it happened.
What did you say to me, Arnold? Okay, but now everybody can see what happens when you die.
Yeah. So it was like 25 frames of animation.
It was on purpose.
Yeah, it was on purpose. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We gotta start the whole dungeon over.
Oh my gosh.
I'll never put somebody through it. Ooh.
Nice.
Did you see in the last playthrough I killed the cargo with the spin jet?
Oh, I missed it.
I shot him through the spin jet. Or the turtle.
Okay, now.
Remember your spike trap is like a barrier too.
Oh, is it really?
Also, the hammer works really well on the bigger enemies.
Grok said narrator. It was, in fact, the way it happened.
Oh! Spin jet just killed the,
Nice.
Oh, did it?
yeah.
Thanks, Spinny Man.
They're kind of like clumsy and uncoordinated. We have like, we decided to just kind of make them a little bit of like a wild card and just shoot into the walls and stuff, and they bounce back and hit you. Kind of be careful how you hit them. You can also hit them with other enemies. They can just kind of kill other enemies.
Yeah. Nice.
Maybe we should just extend out the time of the spike trap just a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, but
that'd
we
be
have the upgrade then.
That's
For the
You know what? I think I'm just so used to having all the upgrades unlocked.
Dude, that's what I was talking about when I was playing with her.
Yeah.
I was like, when we test the game, we have like a secret dev unlock everything button, and we just like blow through things.
Yeah.
But I like, I don't know, I personally like more hard games, so it makes it feel more challenging when he feels kind of weak, and then you really feel like you get stronger as you
Right.
go throughout the game.
I think expanding those circles was a good touch for the slam.
Yeah.
It really makes it a lot more deadly.
Yeah, I used to like never get hit by that. Just like that.
Oh, bummer.
I'm not smiling.
Am I not starting with full health? I'm not. That's kind of hamstringing me.
Good call.
Nice. I just had a flashback because I had a piece of that, the moss on me
Oh, you did?
when we would showcase at conventions, and we'd be covered in that stuff.
I remember we had that custom moss that from the store.
Yeah.
Ooh, custom moss, aren't you fancy?
Mm-hmm.
From Moss, the game.
Yeah.
So when we used to, when we first showcased at like MagFest and PAX East, we made these like giant, like, Grace's mom made those like giant, like stone props.
Yeah.
They were just like, what were they made out of? Like,
It was like paper and like,
cardboard and stuff.
yeah, stuff like that.
They looked like ethereal, like floating stones, and we would just bring that to all of our conventions and
Very cool.
turn our like booth into kind of like this forest-looking vibe.
Yeah.
Which I think I definitely want to do that again.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a vibe coming into our booth.
Yeah. I think if we do set up a booth for this game, maybe we would have like one of those structures that you see in the forest, and then like some greenery.
I think we should get Milan down and have him play live,
Hell yeah.
and maybe have S sing.
Weren't they collaborating on something?
Possibly.
I didn't say nothing.
Grok said, unlock everything button gets out Kane. Back in my day, we had to complete games with one hand on a broken controller uphill in the snow while walking 7 miles.
A broken controller. I get the? Do it for me. Do it for
There
me.
you go, there you go.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that's how
Yay!
Sumeri finished the
Nice.
final boss.
Ooh.
She had Shakula in the last second. She had 1 health left, and it was just like,
I love seeing that because that's like such a Final Fantasy moment. Like
yeah,
you're down to 1 HP and
Yeah.
just finish off the boss.
Grok really is killing it with the commentary.
Autumn said that.
Yeah. That's my boy Adam, my best friend. Grew up with him since I've known him since I was, 2 years old. He was 4. We both came to America from Armenia, and our parents met here, and we've been friends for 30 years. So
And you
Yeah.
only have 1 extra letter on him.
I do.
That's what really makes friendship.
That's right.
Grok said, "You laugh, but our method of exploratory and boundary testing automation was a rubber band. That part isn't a joke."
I believe you.
I'd be so curious to hear more about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I get it.
I remember hearing the dev history for Jack and Daxter 1 from Naughty Dog. I don't know if you guys saw that documentary. I forget if it was NoClip or who did that one, but they were talking about how just like jacked up their code was, and they just got the game to work. There was no like structure because it was one of their earlier games, but the game like obviously turned out amazing.
That's
Funny.
That's impressive for a spaghetti code game.
Yeah.
Hey, if you spaghetti good enough,
Yeah.
you can make a good game.
Spaghetti is delicious.
That's right. Only one person knows what spaghetti does or what it means, but
Oh, rumbling. Why does it always start rumbling at this point?
Yeah. I literally need to program the rumble into all the other parts of the game.
yeah.
I do really love this zone
Yeah.
of the game. It's one of
Yeah.
the. I say that about every part of this game, though. I'm like, oh, this is the beautiful part, but it's
Yeah.
all of the beautiful part.
The zone is actually really massive. This part that you play now is literally like I don't know, an eighth of it. Yeah. So maybe even less. It's a large zone. This is like a big exploration zone.
Wait, that's backwards.
Grok said, "So we had to explore the boundaries of a level, make sure you can't fall through the world. You start by running along the walls of a level."
Yeah.
Yep. In fact, Milan actually had his son
Yeah.
do just that. Just run around the entire level. Make sure
Yeah.
there's no holes.
And then he said, "We would wrap a rubber band around a dual stick controller and have it auto run so we didn't have to hold it down for 10 hours a day
Got
manually."
it. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That sounds like what I used to do with Pokemon on my DS. It was like your, how to, like, hatch eggs really fast.
Oh
You
yeah.
would find, like, a spot in one of the cities where you could, like, run in a circle without stopping. And then you'd shove a quarter underneath the, little, what is it? It's not a,
It's kind of like a little stick.
yeah, it's like a disc or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my pro gamer strategy.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and Autumn said, the acronym DMMFBD.
That's my motherfucking boy, dude.
How wholesome.
That's our new acronym.
No, I'll just go through here first. Secret puzzle area. And I have to like all the torches.
Yeah, Autumn has like 1,000 nicknames that I've given him. He has, it's more like 50, but they like evolve over time. There's like a bunch of lore behind each one.
The nickname lore.
Grog said he used masking tape and a pen to make artificial crosshairs, stuff like that. The MacGyver? How do you say that?
MacGyver.
MacGyver days. MacGyver?
Nice crunch there.
Yeah, punch.
This part gets people because you put the pot right on the spikes and they just like get
Yeah,
hurt.
I even get hurt in this one.
Oh, and you're the king of gaming.
I'm the one that put the pots there too.
Oh, well that part makes more sense.
Oh, this is one of my favorite assets I made. All of those break frames.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Thanks.
Don't forget to collect the rest.
I did extend the time because you guys were complaining about that so hard.
Rock said Paloma over here making me feel old. I'm sorry. I actually turned 29 yesterday. I'm getting there.
29?
Yeah, I'm 29.
I'm gonna join Rock with his walking stick and
Yeah.
newspaper shoes and. Wait, why can't I put this in?
You gotta stand back a little further.
We gotta just put a collider on this thing. I think that would
Either a
help.
collider or we make it targetable with the attack.
I need it.
Todd said yes. I got an adapter for my Switch that would automatically make my dude ride back and forth to hatch eggs. And what is SWSH?
Sword, was it Sword and Shield, maybe?
Probably.
Sword and Shield. Yeah.
Nice.
So you were 3 when I started making games. Oh my gosh.
Jackalope totem acquired. Yes. I think I will equip this one.
I was just playing Pokemon Pearl, Shining Pearl on the Switch, and I was carrying around like a Pokemon to hatch it, and it was like the worst Pokemon ever. I spent like an hour like on the bike riding around to hatch it, and it was just like I don't even remember what it was. It was so insignificant.
After that
I'm
first
sorry
time I
for
played,
all
It was
of your
such a
past
disappointment. It was like, oh yes, an egg.
it was a
Somebody like
special
gave it to me,
place
you know, in the game.
filled with child. We laughed, we dreamed, and that night I knew Sophia. As dusk fell, she took a coin from her purse, pressed her lips to it,
makes the
and made
character
a
even
wish.
better.
I asked her what
Yeah,
she
just the
wished
fact
for.
that he kind of slides through it, I think it needs something.
Said she,
Because I've seen a lot of other
she
people
raised her arm to throw the
do that.
coin into
We
the
definitely want people to understand that there is that little movement when he swings, but if it's something that shouldn't be hard to hit, you know, we got to make sure that it's not hard to
I
hit.
can't remember exactly what I said now, but it was something like,
What did you pick last?
The right
I'm
one.
gonna be arrogant today.
The right
Yeah.
one? Which one's the right one? Oh, the
right
one on the
The
right.
one on
Oh.
the right. The right one.
You like
The
that?
correct one.
You like that one?
her eyes twinkled. She chuckled as our hands touched, and this totem was hand. I still wear the.
So this
coin
one
around
also
my neck
changes
today.
the tracks in this
It
level.
now felt heavy on my chest.
Oh, Sophia, how I miss you. Let me upgrade my stuff.
Autumn said, and yes, Armand is agreeing that the eggs were disappointing in Pokemon.
The what was?
The eggs.
Yeah. Mine is Togepi. Togepi was cool.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that was like I remember my what was it like 10-year-old, 8-year-old brain
Yeah.
just be like, whoa, you can hatch eggs,
Yeah.
dude. And also the nighttime mechanic in that game I thought about recently, where like in Pokemon Silver and Gold, like you could only catch certain Pokemon
yeah.
at actual night. So I
Right.
remember like being under my covers, like
Yeah.
with my little Game Boy Advance SP,
That's true. I forgot about that.
catching some what were they called, Hoot or whatever,
Noctowl.
Knocked Out, yeah.
Yeah.
These fates.
You know, the second gen was one of my favorites because they've had my favorite Pokemon, Typhlosion, but
Mhm.
Fate resides.
honestly, the third gen was my favorite like game to play.
Mm.
I played Sapphire, and that one was. I finished that Pokedex because I loved the game so much.
Shh, Armand, something important is gonna speak.
Check it out.
Welcome to the grand city of the Akal, where our protector Arcarel resides.
Uncarel? Fate? What can you tell me about her?
She used to come down from her temple to reclaim artifacts left behind by the ancients. I haven't seen her for some time, though I've heard from the passersby that they've seen her standing atop her temple, gazing at the forest below.
You know, I noticed the sign bot and the first one of me that you talk to.
Yeah.
If you get some of the, if you like get the different
torches and you
Yeah.
come and talk again, it's some other voice line.
It's a different voice line.
Yeah, it's like the zone voice line or something.
Oh, like incorrect for what it's saying.
I think it like didn't have a voiceover or something like that.
It didn't have a voice.
No.
Oh, because I added that. I think Alice actually noticed that. She was like, when you collect all of when you do all the torches and you come to the robot,
Right.
he used to say just, oh, there's a door in front of me.
No, it said something about Arcarel.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll have to look at that.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it.
Autumn said, okay, so there's a point coming up in the bridge soon where you zoom in on the characters talking. I don't know if he's completing that thought.
Yeah, it's to the right. I think he's talking about talking to the bridge builder.
Okay.
Yeah, complete your thought, Jeeg.
Another Wayfinder guy.
Voiced by Nick.
That's me.
This is Nick Hagialis, folks.
Yeah, professional voice actor. I was honestly surprised that obviously we have our actual professional musician voice actors,
Yeah.
but we had gotten feedback from a bunch of people saying they liked all the voice acting.
Yeah.
So the fact that they couldn't tell us apart from the other people is pretty cool.
No, not you again. I'm gonna face the right way.
This one's pretty tough.
Come here, come here, come here.
Oh, that was the worst.
Dang.
Oh, wait. You didn't squish that bug for me? You could have squished the bug.
Oh.
Dude, that would actually be kind of interesting if their smashes could hurt the other enemies.
Oh, you can kind of bait them.
Yeah.
I think that would make it a little too easy though, because their smashes are big.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a nice cleave there.
Yeah.
Like that.
Autumn said, when you zoom in on the characters, they actually look good and detailed, not fuzzy. Where is the fuzz you speak of?
I think like whatever we get to in that resolution is like the max we can zoom in.
I see.
Yeah! I did it!
Nice.
Thanks!
I hope to get my own little voice acting debut in this game with
Yes.
one of the robots.
Yeah.
Oh, I should.
That just sounds fun.
Don't
Defeat the birds.
I love this puzzle. This is my favorite puzzle.
Yeah, we like this one
I mean,
too.
it's like a little dinky baby, but I still love it. It did take me a long time to figure it out the first time as well.
Yeah, especially in the demo, we don't really prep people for this one, but
Okay, Todd said it might have been my settings, but one of the bridge builder's lines was a little quiet to me, or for me.
I think that, yeah, we know that as well. That's something we gotta just kind of fix.
And then Autumn said, also, what's the point of having the map after you walk everything?
So if they happen to miss the first little area on the left, then they get the map and they're like, oh, I missed that thing. It's more just like a precautionary map revealer, just in case they miss something and they want to complete everything.
Yeah. And the full map will be a lot bigger than this,
Yeah.
so they'll definitely want that to make sure they didn't miss anything.
And fingers crossed they'll be a lot clearer than these are. I happen to be the map artist.
So this is the section he's talking about here with the bridge builder. But I think you zoom in.
I think this is about, maybe we can go like a notch more zoomed in than this, but
Yeah, I can see what you mean by that. I think it could probably make it a little more of an intimate conversation.
I'm saying like we can't go too much more without it being like low res.
You've met that
Yeah.
thing too?
Yes, sir. Cracked one that.
So you've seen others
And
too?
for those of you who haven't seen the first playthrough that I did, this is Lee McKinney from Born of Osiris. He's the guitarist. for that band, and yeah, he voiced this this character, the Bridge Builder. So yeah, it's that's him right there.
Yeah.
Funny looking right, that one.
In the pixels.
It's Big Hammer.
Grok said, I knew this was my type of game. Defeat those birds. They are agents of the bourgeoisie.
If you need to get across, bridge is busted.
Damn.
Now, hold
Those are
your
your
horses.
secret operative birds.
I'm fixing it, lad. It's what I'm good at, but it'll take a little while. I see that instrument.
Who said that the audio was kind of loud here? Somebody mentioned.
Somebody
that?
said there's
I'm
one
guessing
line
you're not
that's
much of a
low,
fixin'
but I
Yeah.
think we knew about that one.
Yeah.
That was Todd.
Don't worry about
Thanks,
it.
Todd.
I got this.
Todd's a G.
Are you here to seek the machine as well? The one that grants wishes?
I gave up on that quest a long time ago, son. I fix things to help others find their path.
Honestly, we squeezed in so many voice lines just for the demo.
Yeah.
There was just bound to be one or two that just
Unless you're
were
looking to get
funky.
yourself
Yeah.
killed.
So
If the machine is your goal, leave this place. There's nothing but
I think
trouble for you here.
like did a good managed to get a bunch of the like important characters featured in the demo. So you guys get a good taste of like all of
The
the like,
variety.
yeah, the character flavors that are going to be present in the full game. Without giving too much away.
Yeah.
Because this is a chunky demo, but like the full game is going to be
Pretty hefty.
a lovely, expansive experience.
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
I don't think so.
I feel
Check your map.
Yeah, check your map.
Oh, you got everything.
Okay.
Grok said, okay, Red Essence. Where did that name come from?
Oh.
Interesting.
That was one of those things. I feel like with all of our naming conventions, it's one of those things where we sit and we ideate for a long time, and usually we're just like, we need a break from figuring it out, and then one day it just like kind of clicks. So I mean, we're I think it's very evocative of our style of game, where we're really promoting like like the essence of artistry and game dev, and red is a very fiery, passionate sort of color. So that's kind of where the name came from. We wanted it to evoke just this like beauty, I guess.
And Red Essence is also the currency in this game that you use to level up your skills.
yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah.
All right, one shot. Here we go.
All right, final boss of the demo.
I gotta shout out my wife too, who voiced this character. Did an awesome job.
You said you heard her squeal.
Yeah. So she's about to scream, and like I took our son in the other room so I could just like let her do her thing, and I heard the scream, and both me and her like looked towards the door like, whoa, how did mommy do that?
Grok was totally right about the bird being an agent.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The bird informed on us.
You finally come at last to release me.
Release? What? No. Please, I'm just looking for a way back to the woman I love.
Smart
I need
man,
to
yes.
find the machine.
The machine. You seek that path, do you? That is how you would find your lost romance? Very well. Your journey is one of shadows, traveler. To save them, you must doom them. It is time.
Spiky hands. I think when we first like got her boss fight finished, Nikki wanted everybody to play test it, and you sat on a call with me in Discord for like an hour and a half, and you were like, "You can do it, Alice. It's okay." And I was like, "Ugh."
Todd said, good name, comrade.
Thank you.
We never. Come on. shouldn't miss. It's a turret. Come on.
No, there's some counterplay. It'll position it better.
You got it. You have health.
I know. I was mad at my failing to get the thing off. Don't worry about it. I got it. Yeah, if you don't break those things in time, she recovers health from the giant generators. It's a dance. It's a dance, Alice.
Autumn said, "What's your strat?"
My strat is quiet.
Yes, what's your strat? It's like the how you accomplish goals.
I wait for her to give me more birds so I can let them do it. Oh.
Uh-oh.
We're good. Just have to wait out this section. Oh.
Heal.
Yeah.
You got this.
Whoa.
It's like we're just so punishing with every single action does.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
And the gamer rage at our own team.
Yeah. Oh.
Just give me the yellow stuff, woman.
Oh, you're so close.
No.
I disconnected the mic.
No.
I'll do
I
it.
did it.
I raged so hard. I just
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
Come on, Michael.
Oh, why? Disconnect.
What did I do?
Something's funky about this one.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can't even play along.
Yeah.
Clicking in here. My bad, guys. 1 second. Why? Where is it?
Is it not?
It says USB device was not recognized. Maybe connecting it from the back as well. Back. possibility we might just need to finish with one mic. We'll have to see. Sorry, guys.
Not yet. Autumn said her mic volume is low. But yeah, we're trying to
Check,
fix.
check. I don't know why it's not inputting. If this doesn't work, we could just swing this one into the middle.
Todd said, got a jet, see you soon.
Thanks
Bye,
for hanging
Todd.
out.
Thank you.
Alright, let's just put this in the middle for now. Can you guys hear us relatively okay? Check, check.
Hello.
Check, check.
Hello.
Hello?
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Gonna give it another try.
Grok said, I'm wondering if I'm seeing the subtle dig here of the dangers of original art being subverted by AI here with this Mayan architecture / robot thing. But then I know Paloma and think it's not so subtle. Well, the robot concept here existed before I came on the project. But
Yeah, there's definitely a conflict between the nature stuff and the robotic stuff though, so.
yeah, it is a funny little coincidence with current events with
Yeah.
the environment.
I think you got it. Now I'm just scared to like. I know. Okay. Check. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh man.
Bring that boy here.
Oh, now. Armin, I'll never make fun of you again.
Try using the lantern on this part because it's faster. And then the hammer for when she.
Autumn asked, are there iframes in Dodge?
Yes, there are pretty generous iframes in the Dodge.
Is the mic working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's frames are in the Dodge. I think it's like 8 or 9 or something.
Remember, I forget how many frames the Dodge itself is.
I think it's like not the first frame and not the last frame have iframes, but it's like every frame, all the frames in between.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've looked at it because we did that so long ago.
Yeah.
But
I'm not gonna sound really stupid if I say that I don't know what iframes are. I don't play games.
Invincible frames, right?
Yeah. Or invincibility frames. Yeah. So like we built in frames into the dodge animation so that if you dodge, you can literally dodge through an attack. It just makes it feel like you're strategically using it to your benefit.
You said Wayne's pretty excited for this fight. Yeah, for sure. Both weapons have their place.
Yeah.
I like using the hammer in this phase because I feel like you can get so much more damage in with the hammer in this phase because she's standing still. But
You're listening to me.
Since you have the AOE upgrade, you also can put your soda hair. Just know that AOE upgrade. That's the animation
Okay, so totally on purpose and not something I
Autumn says the best is when you can get a totem in the middle while she's lasering your turret friend.
That's the key method. So if you go double turret,
Double.
I throw out 3 at the beginning of the fight.
Yes!
Yay.
I did it! Yeah, I'm taking your hair. I snatched your wig.
At last. Silence. I swore to protect its memories. But now I have become one.
Oh,
Thank you,
Cybreaker. Hey, John. Thanks for stopping in.
Releasing me.
She's gone.
No. No. Please. Don't make me go back there.
What's back there, Traveler?
Gross said suck at AI. Heck yeah.
Right?
Count Chakula.
Count Chakula.
But I did know my choices were leading me closer to her.
Actually, so the origin of Chakula,
Choices.
I can't remember the full origin, but one of the words we used for that
I
was
did
the
the
word
right
for
thing,
shark
right?
in Russian, which is akula.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
and then it has,
interesting.
because initially we had like the shark totem,
Mm-hmm.
and we ended up changing that, but we just kind of like
Say something.
used that as part of the basis of the word.
Hello? I
Tossed my IRL.
didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, because I used
There was
Cyborg.
no other
Said
choice.
Cyborg Fish's real name. She does my real
We'll get
name.
back to her.
Woo!
Yay.
Playthrough number 2.
Nice.
And I did it so fast. Oh my god.
All right.
No.
I think, should we wrap it up?
Sure.
Yeah.
What's the
Come.
plan? Do we want to do a little Q&A and then call it?
I feel like the people that have been in here have been asking questions, so yeah, we're also doing another stream on Sunday as well. So
4 p.m. right?
yeah, so just so you know, guys, we are doing another live stream on Sunday at 4 p.m. Central Time. But yeah, we have been Red Essence Games, and we want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. This is our first big release on Steam, so it means a lot for you guys to be here with us, to be wishlisting the game, to be playing the demo, and giving us your feedback. It's like really, really huge for a small team, 4 people in a broom like us. So yeah, guys, we really appreciate you hanging out. If you have any more questions, feel free to come hang out in our Discord, which you can find on our Steam page, and we're happy to, answer anything you guys might have. If anybody is interested in streaming the game themselves, I know Grok had said that, just let us know somewhere when and where you're going to stream it, and we will be sure to get our team in there to hang out with you while you stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyone else want to say anything else? Or?
Cyborg Fish said, I'm ready to pre-order.
Yeah, let's go.
Shout out to all my friends from back home that joined the stream and posted our hometown memes that nobody else gets but me.
That was funny.
Grok said, oh, we're supposed to be giving feedback. I was just giving snarkasm.
Oh man.
It was funny though.
Autumn said, take my money.
Shout out to Zhig.
Awesome, guys. All right, well, thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.